What's up, guys? Hello and good evening. Welcome. How you doing? It's me, Archer, and welcome to the All Signs for the week ahead. This is a little bit of a prelude because it was a good thing. I had to sacrifice the All Sign meet and greet this past weekend in Nashville, but it was the awesomest meeting of minds and total proof of divine timing happening for a reason and all that stuff. Because out of the blue, trying to get venues and that, somehow, some way, I got energetically drawn to the Cosmic Closet. They're right at 3rd and Church Street. All right. And I approached them. Well, actually, Melissa helped. Melissa, you are awesome. Y'all, say hi to Melissa and the Mod Squad. All right. G.E. Smith and the Tuesday Night Live This Week band. All right. They're your concierge. Mac is running the Mod Squad over on TikTok. So stop by, hang out in the chat, say hi. Share this live, invite your friends. Let's just heal everybody. Because remember, heal people, heal people. But anyway, so I wound up meeting the awesome owners of the Cosmic Closet, and we got to have a talk about both of us being on the same page about God and the connection to the tarot, and just wanting to like heal everybody. And we are working on making some deals to do planned, scheduled, regular meet and greets right there at the Cosmic Closet, where you'll get to come, shop, hang out, and we'll just live stream. So we're going to work all the details out, and I'll keep you posted, let you know the upcoming dates and that, but it's going to be a beautiful thing. And if you are in or around Nashville and you can get to the Cosmic Closet at 3rd and Church Street, just look for the awesome purple cosmic building. It's in the post I made yesterday. You'll love them, all right? They've got the awesome stuff. I got this dream catcher from them, beautiful energies, as well as a beautiful little sage stick that I use too. And Jennifer there is a blessing to the world. So check them out, 3rd and Church Street in Nashville, Tennessee, right in the heart of downtown action, and where we'll be holding our upcoming lives and our upcoming meet and greets live from Nashville, Tennessee. I was telling TikTok in the beginning, hey Melissa, what's up? Girl, oh my gosh, TikTok, y'all are here. You guys need to subscribe. You got to follow Melissa here on TikTok. Her podcasts are epic. If I haven't reposted it yet, I will. But oh my gosh, you guys got to check her out and follow her along. She is like all the Aquarius knowledge right there. Hi, what's up, girl? I love you too. Spinny hugs. Totally. I was close to Tennessee and Kentucky and all that over the weekend. It was good times. And we're going to be going back and doing it more. All right, so it's going to be cool. So stick around and be a part of it. But yeah, so even though we didn't do the one this weekend, it wound up being a beautiful meeting with a very awesome and blessed person. Jennifer, spinny hugs for you too. And y'all go check out and get some of the awesome stuff at the Cosmic Closet. You will love them. They are now a regular stop. I got to stop by and say hi every time I get to Nashville. All right, we're going to Nashville, Ethel. And thank you guys for being here. If you're new, I'm Archer. It's very nice to meet you. Welcome. If you would like to book personal reading with me or any of the other stuff that the channel has to offer, all you got to do is scan the QR code up here. That'll take you to the link tree. And thank you for being a part of this and subscribing. Like I've been mentioning, is that we are working to manifest what I asked for Christmas. I'm like, I don't want money and donations, or I don't have an Amazon wish list. Google takes care of me all right. I'll buy my own stuff. It's cool. You guys keep your monies. But if you just help me and subscribe to the channel, all right, the only thing I asked for Christmas, I said, God, I would like the 100K subscriber plaque so that me and the entire family, we're going to do a live all stream, and we're going to open it on I will seriously wrap the thing so we can do a live, open it on camera, and I will just answer your own questions. It's like my super chats, my cards and coffee. It's like those, but no super chats required. I'm just going to read till I can't read no more cards. So please subscribe, share, be a part, and we'll do a special live that we open our Christmas present, because it's not my plaque, it's our plaque, because we're a family. So thanks for being here. What's up, Bombshell Buddha? Hey, Zane. What's up, girl? How's it going? What's up, Angelina Jolie? Good to see you, of course, Miss Jolie. I'm glad to have you here. Pagan Ancestry Tarot. Allie Angel, what up? Hey, Christina. How you doing, hun? Spinny hugs, y'all. Lindsay. Hey, what's up? What's up, sisters? Is that sisters? What's up? How's it going? Oh, my gosh. Hey, Paul. Thank you guys all so much for being here. And definitely, check out the live chat. All right, Melissa and the OG Mod Squad, they hanging out down there. They're your concierge for the evening to keep things bubbly, light, and fun. All right. What's up, Queen Tiki? How's it going? Janet, what up, girl? Hey, Joy. Thank you guys all for coming by. It's so good to see you. Hey, Tamara. Coffee Mom, I like your screen name already. We are already best friends. Hi. What's up? All right, let's begin. Taking it from the top. For the week ahead, which it's only going until Sunday, because this coming Sunday, September 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern, me and Frankie, we're going live again. We're going to do another All Signs. We're going to get through it faster. Okay, foot on the gas. No, I'm going to crash. But We're going to go live together, and I will sit my butt still for this one because I was really nervous last time because I was the one hosting it. You know, I'm hosting it again, but it was the first time out, so I kept running over to the producer desk I have with the other computer to like, is it working? Is it freezing? What's going wrong? And nothing ever did. So I know this time around I can sit my butt still. That way, Frankie, I promise we'll get it done faster, right? just like her and I've said for years, 3 hours tops out the door. And the mod squad's all like, oh yeah, right. Make sure you are subscribed to Frankie so that you can check us both out. And she does different all signs on a different scheduling. So that way, if it's not my all signs, you can go check out her all signs, and we can get you through the week. Along with everybody here at the Archer Network, Sunshine Intuitive Tarot, Melissa, she's got her channels taken off. Let's get her up to 1,000 subscribers. She's awesome sauce, and I love her messages, her morning oracle pulls that she releases, really cool, and even her question and answers. Her little Sundays are awesome sauce with literally a cherry on top. It's cool. But anyways, everybody in the Archer Network, they're all the people I like, support, believe in, trust, subscribe to, and support. And I trust. I said all that stuff. And even Caitlin's there, so make sure you subscribe and follow her too. She's the source of the awesome sauce music. All right, and she goes live on TikTok whenever she wants to because she's Caitlin Petty. So there. All right, y'all ready doing? You ready? You ready doing all signs? I have missed the heck out of you guys. Thank you guys for liking and watching the collective pre-recorded messages I was releasing. That meant the world to me that you guys liked them. I know it was totally different. I didn't think you guys would dig it at all. So that is totally cool. Thank you. I'm blessed. I love you guys. All right, Debster, what up, girl? How you been doing? All right, let's do it to it. Take it from the top, Aries to Pisces, etc. and so forth. All the messages, whatever comes out. I got you guys covered, and you're my ride or dies. I'm your ride or dies, and we got each other's back. We're a family here. Healed people, healed people. All right, so let's do it to it. Let me switch over. Let's begin starting from the top. There we go. Cool. Awesome sauce. All right, let's see what we got cooking here. Aries, let's begin with the Beatles. Let's start with them, okay? Empress. Ooh, nice choice. What guided me to this deck? Maybe some of you guys are just big Beatle fans, which now we're best friends, so that's cool, Aries. I like it. Let's put your timestamp at 7:27, all right? Oh, I like that angel number. What's up, Aries? How's it going? Go ahead and think about your person. We're going to tap in, tune into Aries energy, see what's up with you and them, and see if we can get you a couple answers, all right? And definitely subscribe because we'll be doing your live individual collective reading. It's going to be tomorrow. Normally it's every Tuesday, but it's Tuesday already, you know, right? So anyways, it'll be tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. So subscribe, hang out, come on back. All right, tap me in, tune me into Aries energy, guys. Give me everything you got for Aries. Thoughts, feelings, emotions on both sides of the energetical fence. Let's do it. Here we go. All right, what do we have for Aries? All right, let's go for it. 2 shuffles. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the amazingly awesome Aries. Here we go. Ooh, talk about forward movement. Okay, I pick a deck with the Empress card at the bottom after resetting all the decks. Then I get the 8 of Wands, the card of movement, Sagittarius energy, and something that is like homing right in on you. See Ringo there and right in the center of the star with all the wands pointing in his direction? Whoa, 8 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. You know what? Somebody's walking away from something when walking literally like right towards you. Like a one-track mind with the Page of Pentacles. I'm being told they see you as a bit of an angel that came into their life and saved them from something. Interesting. Death card on the Queen of Cups. For some of you guys, I do see something about a note. Anyways, and I'll leave that as it is. So let's go. Give me everything you got. Hey, Krista, what up, girl? All right. We got the Lovers, Gemini energy. Nice. The 10 of Wands into the 10 of Cups. Cool. Oh, somebody's realizing how much they really do love you. Ooh. And we're going to get the tea on them. Look at all the tea the Beatles are drinking. I don't know why I keep saying it that way. Beatles. There we go. All right. Better than the Crickets. Anyways. Sorry, Crickets. I mean, I like their music too. It's okay. 6 of Wands. Oh my gosh, this person is hoping there's a chance. There is an energetical warm front of success for you guys. Jupiter and Leo energy, which means the fire signs like totally got your back right now, helping motivate you in this connection forward. Could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, or a Sag. Some of you guys might even have Leo or Sag prominent in your charts, and you might be watching for one of your other Aries placements, okay? Remember, these readings will resonate to any part of your chart, okay? Four of Swords into the Three of Pentacles here shows the guardian angels are kind of helping on this. Okay, Libra energy on the Four of Swords. This is where we're starting. This person kind of wishes that they had been ready when you were. Okay? It's kind of like maybe they let their family get in the way because their family had like judged them their whole life, and it kind of left them feeling a little, you know, lost in the ethers. Kind of like John was as a result of his childhood and the stuff he went through. You know what I mean? Three of Pentacles and the Six of Wands shows that your guardian angels, because the Three of Pentacles, that's my guardian angel card, okay, that they're working behind the scenes to kind of bring you guys together. Some of you guys might even recently change your hair up too. Like maybe you were brunette and you went blonde, or you got a hair appointment coming up to do that. It's cool, changing your color up. But the Six of Wands, you know what I'm feeling off of this part is that, you know what led them to their temper was the way their family judged them. And then it's like, so this is like childhood programming. It's not you, it's them, because this is how they've acted their whole life. The Magician card shows you were the first one that got them to think about changing or remastering their thought process, like George Martin here. The way that he could remaster and rework the Beatles songs into just, right? Double tracking, totally. Somebody here might even be a record producer, because really I was getting a lot of the, no, Crosswatcher, what if you attempted to apologize to Harry's? No, George, we don't want to do that. Name George might even resonate to you. Somebody here can be born on the 4th or the 6th. The 10th or the 20th is here. Repeating sixes with the Lover's card and the Six of Wands. The 1st is here. The 11th, the 21st, possibly. 10 of Swords. You're going to get all the 10s on the 4 of Wands. Some of you guys, this is your twin flame coming out. All right? And you almost suspected this whole time, right? It could even be for maybe about 4% of you, the one that got away, as they would say. All right? Because, and you knew they were coming back. This person awoke your intuition. Could even be the person that led you to tarot. All right? Feeling a lot of mutable energy off of it at the moment. Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces. Some of you guys might even be you might be an Aries, Pisces cusper. So, it's like they were a bit of a tease, but they would never go all the way, right? Like how the media keeps telling us about the UFO that's coming, like AEIOU 13, whatever the heck they decided to name the thing. Just call the thing like Screensaver or something, right? We have to come up with a special name. No, you don't. It's a big unidentified rock floating in space. Anyways, stop it, Aries. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to read cards for you. Maybe there's an Aries that just needed a giggle. But in the Four of Wands, they're all talking about that space rock, and all we want to know is the Epstein files or list, right? You know what I mean, right? So the thing on this is, it's their lack of intimacy or their player ways is the whole thing that was hidden behind the scenes. It's like they were a bit of a tease, but they would never go all the way. Like, Crosswatcher, like, where's the list? Seriously, right? Could have been a little bit, I don't want to call them an excuse machine because it's not that. It's the fact that they went through so much as, like, this is child programming, okay? They have done this to every person that's come into their life, not just you. You were the one that actually led them to, like, wanting to change, okay? And the fact that they could walk away from anybody else, and for some of you guys, actually, you guys have been quiet for a long time. 10 of Swords, okay? So some of you guys have actually been you've been watching tarot for a long time, waiting for this, or some of you guys might even have gotten into tarot. You might even do readings for yourself or something like that as a result of this person. But remember how there's no time in tarot? Some of you guys, I'm hearing, some of you guys, this has happened in the past 4 days, 4 hours ago. Like you just had a fight and for some reason I popped into your algorithm. I'm sorry. Hi. But anyways, literally, it's that kind of a vibe. I knew it. Get back here, you Four of Wands. They're going to pop up when you least suspect it. And look where they tried to hide. I know, right? I cannot. So the thing on this is, it's like something internally actually was what would cause their mood swings, and then they would deflect, right? And it's almost like if I just start a fight, then it leads to Aries getting mad, and then Aries being like, I'm done, I'm over this, I'm just moving on, forget about it. And they're like, okay, cool. It's almost like they were trying to make you fire them instead of them quitting. But then, like, as soon as they did that, they didn't want to quit. 5 of Pentacles. Whenever this card comes out of the Beatles deck, I always hear that song, Good Night Tonight. Don't say anything, but don't say good night. Four of Pentacles, tonight. The World card. Oh, I got to turn that card over. These are collectibles. I won't draw on these things. Five of Swords. Sorry, Melissa, I drew on the other deck. I was younger and stupider. Anyways, Five of Swords into the Eight of Pentacles. Gift her a nice deck, and I drew all over the thing like an infant with an uncapped Sharpie marker. Some of you guys, there might be kids involved. And everything I say is like a message. It's weird. But even something about sugar levels is coming out. Like, almost like, I don't know, maybe you or them, somebody here might be like diabetic or hypoglycemic or something. Eight of Pentacles to the Five of Swords. I feel like you've even almost like processed all the way through the 5 stages of grief that the Five of Swords represents. Like, you don't really seem to have a resting Five of Swords face anymore. Eight of Pentacles, you've done the work. And some of you guys might even have worked together. You know what I'm feeling on this one? I think it's the taboo of the relationship, or the indecisiveness that was led to it as a result of the tabooness. Like, maybe you guys were together, or there was something that like maybe the families or friends wouldn't approve of, something like that. But it was also kind of the same thing that kind of made the whole thing exciting in your person's eyes, right? And they kind of missed that a little bit. World card. It's weird, Aries, because it's like they're telling me, but Aries was such a good fighter. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Hold on, I need cards on that. Some of y'all could, turn it over. Could be dealing with another fire sign. Doesn't have to be their sun sign. It's just the part of their chart that's energizing like a Christmas tree when I ask about you, though. Literally. Like, why did what? Five of Cups and the Three of Wands. They totally miss the way you saw the bigger picture about things. It's just really hard for them to admit that you're right, and that's why they're going hermit mode with the Hermit card. They might need a little bit of help, and it's okay. I already got that album. Moon card. Oh, you know what? Somebody here might be an Aries moon. The eclipse. All right, like, you know how the eclipse is affecting all of us, the ones here watching tarot readers, tarot viewers, all that stuff, right? Well, remember, it's actually the planetary shifts, especially like your rock moving into Scorpio, right? Then you got Saturn. It's retrograde in Pisces. There's a lot of stuff like scooping back around and making even the people that aren't aware of what's happening eclipse out old mindsets, old ways of thinking. Like, kind of like in a way on this one here is that they really didn't want to be with you at the time, but their Five of Cups, their depression, that's what got in the way of this. And it's why they kind of like self-isolate. They always shut down, go quiet, go ghost when they don't know what to do. Two of Wands. Strong Aries energy. Some of you guys, it could be an Aries thing going on. But they really did want to be with you. It's the depression from like their parents telling them that they're a disappointment. Yeah, right? I know. This is somebody that like maybe their parents were something like kids should be seen and not heard. It's like, well, then why'd you have kids? Yeah, right? I think this person was constantly put down their whole life, and it's like they just expect to fail. And the World card, the one that I can't show you for YouTube community guidelines, is that literally they're coming to a conclusion of that. That's what they're eclipsing out. Well, you're eclipsing out stuff. That's what they're doing. Okay? Could be another cardinal sign. I got strong Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, and Aries. You or them could be born on the 5th, the 15th, or 25th. Somebody might be a life path number 3 or 5. Could be a Taurus. For some reason, Taurus just like jumped in like, hey, don't forget about me. And I'm like, whoa, sorry. Could be a Taurus. Okay. Especially for my Aries that were dealing with an aggressive Taurus. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. That's something that Crosswatcher, you might want to work on that a little bit. Your Taurus is showing Crosswatcher. Eight of Wands. Ooh, we're full circle with the Knight of Pentacles. Something that you waited so long for that you thought it would never ever happen. Capricorn energy, which means Saturn into Pisces was an influence on what's directing the forward momentum of this. Sagittarius energy. You know what I'm thinking? Well, by thinking I mean feeling, is that, you know what? You felt yourself being the one that tried to always pick up their day, motivate them forward, and then they would kind of like Five of Cups drag you down, right? Like George is like, Yoko ate my biscuit. And Ringo's like, it's just a biscuit. We'll get another one for you after we record my song about the octopus. Right? And George is like, no, I want my biscuits. Right? Ringo had ways of making people work. It was cool. Dude, for side note, for my Aries that are conspiracy theorist fans, here's one for you. Did you know that Ringo actually found the Beatles? Not the other way around. He left Roy Storer and the Hurricanes, and then he found the three Beatles in need of a drummer, and he picked them. Right? I like that one. It's cool. But the Knight of Pentacles to the Knight of Cups shows a love offer that was so unique you never would have dreamt in a million years it happened. Just like when George was sick in New York in 1964 and thought he was not going to be able to perform at the Ed Sullivan Show. And in the heat of that sickness and him running a fever and his sister helping him out, some of you guys' family are definitely an issue. Anyways, then the Rickenbacker company called him up and said, hi, could we just give you this brand new prototype 12-string guitar? Just take it. All my guitar playing friends knows what that would do to you. It's literally, if Rickenbacker called and said, hi, could we give you a free guitar? No waiting, right? That's what's getting ready to happen. It's that unique of an offer, and one that you really never thought would happen. Because here's the thing, is that you perked them up while they were dragging you down. Like, this person gives me kind of like Eeyore vibes. Maybe Eeyore or Winnie the Pooh resonates, because a little bit of that, like, thanks for noticing me. And you'd be like, come on, you're totally worth noticing. This is going to work. I don't know. That's what they are eclipsing out, because they were just made to feel like they never really had control of their life. That's what led to like all that indecisive control freaking, or of trying to find somewhere, some way, somehow they could control some aspect of their life. World card, that's what they're eclipsing out. You'll be shocked when they come back around and they're all like 10 of cups for you. Pisces energy on this one. You know what I mean? Because I'm feeling here that despite all of this, it's still that one that got away. The one that quietly behind the scenes, you're like, what if? You know? Literally, even just that little thought is what kept manifesting this connection to the World card in order for them to do the work. And coming to this point that it's getting ready to move forward for you too. There is a union energetical warm front approaching that literally, like a hurricane front coming in, is success for the two of you guys, okay? I think for some of you guys, if you haven't already gotten a communication from them, this is what's going to be happening this week ahead, all right? You're going to be really glad you didn't give up on this. I'm going to tell you what. It's going to wind up being totally worth it. Whose ever turn it is to go next, the eclipse energies. Hang tight for September 21st, too, I'm being told. That's whoa. But anyways, they're eclipsing it out to come your way. I dig it. And for my single Aries, just so you know, that energetical warm front, this Leo Sag energy here that's approaching, okay, this warm front coming in, that's where you're going to meet somebody. And you're going to start getting involved with somebody. It could be a past that reaches back out, because we are experiencing stuff that, doesn't it feel like it's Mercury retrograde? It totally feels like it's Mercury retrograde. That's how these planets' positions act, okay? Some of you guys, it'll be totally new, but this is giving you a heads up. This is what your first fight's going to be about, and it's going to be like. So it gives you a total heads up in order to prep ahead for it, okay? Some of you guys might even be a prepper. It's cool. I dig it. Georgia Guidestones, hashtag. All right? Sagittarius, Leo energies here. Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, and Pisces. Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini, and there is Aquarius too, okay? So hope that helps. If you want to book a personal reading or check out anything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern, for your individual live reading. All right, thanks for being here, and I love you. Definitely leave a comment, and let me know when this happens, because I want to get deeper into this and do your collective. It's going to be good. Okay, hope that helps, Aries. I love you. I got to get another haircut. My trim's already done. It's already gone for. Should put the hat on. I think the hat's still in the suitcase. I don't remember. Anyways, okay. I don't even remember what date it is. Thank you guys all for being here. Love that like for you. What's up, Night Drive Baywatch? I just like calling you Night Drive Baywatch. It'd be like if Mitch had Kit, but Kit was a yellow Ford Ranger. Even Mitch Buchanan used frickin' Ford Rangers. Okay, anyway, behave, Archer. Okay, let's move on to Taurus. Let's do this to it. Let's see. All right, Taurus, let's grab the Biblical Tarot and dive in to see what we got going on for you. All right, what up, y'all? Hey, Tess, how's it going? Hey, Dory, what you up to? How's it been going? Angie, hey, Angie Angel, blessings to you too. Thanks for coming by. All right, Renee, spinny hugs. What up, girl? How's it going? Hey, Kev, Tarot, what you up to? right, Biblical Tarot. Let's do it. Really? Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, you want the shadow deck. You're like, Archer, okay, Taurus, you're at 25. You're at 25 even, straight up. Let's just do 25. All right, because you're like, Archer, I don't need your Biblical Tarot. I don't need Archer Intuitive Tarot. I've been hearing enough tarot readings that either don't make sense or they're AI tarot or it's all the same stuff. I need to see the blueprint, please, and thank you. I need answers. I'm like, okay, let's dig in. So think about your person, all right? Thanks for being here too, Taurus. Let's see. Whoa, oh my goodness. Did you see that? That's a straight up deck jam. No wonder you're like, Archer, I don't need an intuitive reading. I need the blueprints. When my deck jams, that tells me you need a spinny hug. So come here, get over here. I'm gonna pick your bull butt up. I'm gonna spin you around till you start giggling. Your hair, if maybe you need a haircut too. It blows in the breeze like a Jeep with the tops off, but we don't care. It's cheap hair, right? All right, you might start giggling and feel a little better, okay? If you need another one, you come back anytime you like. And we'll do your live collective reading tomorrow too. All right, 6 p.m. Eastern. So let's see what we got. Why did Taurus need the spinny hug? Why did Taurus need the spinny hug? Maybe Taurus is tired of my jokes. Or the way I explain things. Nope, Taurus is tired of the way everybody else explains things, Archer, and wants you to do something different. Fair enough. Let's go. I got your back. I'm a Cancer sun. Supposedly Cancer and Taurus is a good thing. So let's see it. Let's go. All right, 2 shuffles for Taurus. Let's do this. 1.5. Holy moly, your person just energied all over the table. 4 of Pentacles, and they're not letting it show. Queen of Cups? Oh my gosh, no wonder. And then you think because, like, it's like you gave them an ultimatum, you shut them out because they never answered the call, or they just left you unread all the time forever anyways. Knight of Cups into the 10 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands on Temperance. Okay, I'm going to call it as I see it. The player changed their ways. As I looked at these 3 cards together, Virgo, Leo, Sagittarius energy, I heard the player has changed their ways. So, okay. Maybe that 4 of Pentacles, maybe they're getting ready to open their heart chakra up. Let's find out. Let's find out why the cross watcher jumped in on my starting this. I got to maintain the energetic rhythm. All right, let's do it. 1. Nice. See, they tried it again. Stop trying to take over Taurus's reading. And 2. This is Taurus's. Let's love this deck for the terrific, tenacious, triumphant Taurians. Toro. Is that kind of like what it all was about? They always overtalked you, never let you finish the sentence, they had to control everything. I feel the intensity off of them. It's like I'm going 5 of Swords faced on it. All right, let's see where it goes. Oh, King of Cups on the Devil. And the Tower card. You know how this person never wanted to do the work to the point that it almost harshed your mellow too? And then they kept trying to be like, you're like, I'm trying to level up and get better and do better for me and for us. And they're like, I want to stay right here where we are. Just stay here with me. Tower card. This one here, how they never wanted to start doing the work on the King of Cups, which is the card of self-love. Remember, the King of Cups turns the cup inward. There was nothing wrong with them, right? The problem was with everybody else, right? Tower card. They've realized they were so far off base. It's the same vibes as somebody that's like spends their whole life not believing in God, and then something happens and they find out, whoops, I was wrong. St. Peter's like, yeah, you might want to say you're sorry really quick. Okay, let's go. Y'all gonna be crazy when we get up there and you find out it's Oprah in the truck and it's like, whoa. No, I'm just kidding. 4 swords on the Page of Wands, the Death card. See? For some of you, either you or this person had a near-death experience that I literally pulled on it that changed somebody's life in a complete other direction. Literally something like, I had a dream and I met Jesus, or I had a near-death experience and I met God, or something to that effect is what's coming out. Could even be in the form of a dream, because I'm being reminded of that time I can't remember if it was a dream, or it was just when I moved into this home, that I had some dude knock on the door about 2 in the morning. And I was like, can I help you? It was a different time. Okay, I'm old. It was a different time. We actually still opened the doors for no reason. It was pre 9/11. But anyway, and I'm like, can I help you? Who are you? What's up? And he's like, I'm Jesus. I'm like, oh my gosh, you better come on in then. It was a different time. But it's something like that, okay? Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the 10 of Cups into the Knight of Cups. An offer you never dreamt in a million years that even at the moment I'm sitting there going, no way. And God's like, Yahweh. And I'm like, oh, I see what you did there. Okay. So this person has you feeling like they've got you trapped. Like It's like they're holding something over your head as a form of leverage and trying to keep you stuck, right? The Four of Swords, Elijah's retreat into the silence. It's almost like I feel kind of like it's like you're being forced and retreated into a silence. Like you're not reacting the way they thought you would react. And now the silence is kind of driving them a little crazy. Death card, okay? For some of y'all, they are seriously sitting there in their heads telling other people, Taurus died, done, over. Yeah, or even for some of you guys, like those of you that block them, literally on their side of the fence, since they never thought you would do that, it's literally they feel like as if they had been told that happened to you. That's what I mean. They're like, oh my gosh, you know, whatever it is you did, they totally didn't suspect you to do that. It was, it's totally not the reaction. None of my exes would have done that, Archer. And I'm like, oh, so you're saying Taurus was different than your usual type? That was what I liked about Taurus. Oh, why'd you exploit it then? Or why did you keep Taurus pinned down? Four of Swords. It's like they forced you into a timeout or something. But they're thinking you moved on and you found someone else. Okay? That's the weird part on this. See, I told you, Capricorn energy with the devil. They are literally building their own conspiracy theories for you in their head, which might mean it could possibly be a cardinal sign. Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, or Libra that's somewhere prominent in their chart. It's the part of their chart activating, okay? But I'm being told, here's the weirdest part. Not so much the entire Aries reading resonates with you, but the rambling in between, where I made a mention about conspiracy theories and like the conspiracy theory that Ringo actually founded the Beatles, not John. You might have to go back and see it, Aries energy. But the thing on this is that they've got a whole conspiracy theory that you've moved on and don't need them, or that somehow you broke free, you got out of this and you moved on, and they're kind of like telling everything. King of Cups. But it's, okay, this is interesting. Moon card, Five of Pentacles. They are kind of worried sick about this, because here's what's going on. The Devil card to the King of Cups. The Devil's actually taunting them with this, that yeah, you're right, Taurus moved on. Taurus ain't going to put up with your stuff like your past people did. The Devil's literally tricking them. Shush. Hush. High Priestess. Okay, now I'm talking like Jeff Goldblum. Is he a Taurus or something, guys? I don't know how that is, but I don't know. Here's maybe in your person's mind, Jeff Goldblum is the devil. I have nothing against Jeff Goldblum. I like Jurassic Park, but he's totally like, oh yeah, Taurus totally moved on. It's there was somebody delectable. I don't know. It's weird, but the devil's taunting them into actually turning the cup inward with the King of Cups and start doing the work. They're actually they're turning the cup inward, practicing self-love, maturing, growing up, and you're the one that held the key. And it's like the devil energy. Toby's using it against them, their own weaknesses. Of like, one point they're like, maybe Taurus moved on. Maybe that's why I'm blocked. Or maybe it's because I blocked Taurus. However it resonates. And Toby's like, aha, I found their vulnerability. I'm going for it. And apparently St. Peter and God were like, no, wait, stop, come back. God, did you see that Toby's going after Taurus's person? What? I'm sorry, huh? I was busy. Did you ever find Ozzy the Cloud yet? And St. Peter's like, hey, that's a thing. St. Peter, sometimes he loses focus, but it's okay. He works cheap. The Chariot card on this, their insecurities are starting to overwhelm them. Some of you guys might be into literature or have a book collection or something, because it's Edgar Allan Poe. It's the telltale heart beating beneath the floorboards. That they messed up the possibility of the greatest thing they'd ever have by trying to control you or keep you pinned down, locked up. Six of Swords, Ten of Wands, Sagittarius, Aquarius energy. It's a very specific message, but for some of you guys, they literally did keep you locked up in the house like a prisoner, and you had to break free of it. That's kind of freaky, but I am seeing for some of you guys something about trafficking might be involved. Strength card on the Wheel of Fortune of the Queen of Cups. You chose your own self, and the Four of Pentacles, they didn't suspect that, and that's what caused the awakening in them. Okay? Cancer Sagittarius energy comes in on this one. Some of you guys have experienced a lull in your psychic gifts or your intuition, where you felt like you don't get messages, your guides have left you, you don't hear ghosts anymore. It's a distance transmission. That's why I'm picking it up even with a delay on my part. It's going to be popping into your energy probably within the next 24 to 48 hours that you'll start getting the gifts back, so to speak. It wasn't that. It was that you've been pushing yourself really, really hard, burning the candle at both ends. So to avoid burnout, God puts your transmission receivers on hold. God's like, we're going to make you sleep one way or another, Taurus. Right? So, the thing on this is their insecurities, which are causing them to think you've moved on. And it's a little bit of what they get for going off on you the way that they did. But they're learning the lesson that you're trying to teach them. Some of you guys might be a teacher. Capricorn, Cancer energy is really strong with this reading. Pisces is here. We've got Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Libra energy. Wow, really strong. Capricorn and Cancer energy. I'm even pulling Cancer off the moon. Even though the moon is Pisces major arcana, it's also Cancer's dominant satellite. Anyways, whatever. That's a whole other rabbit hole if I explain the moon. We'll deal with that another time. Anyways, you got really strong cardinal energy in that this person is like, they're holding back, getting ready to send the message out. Okay? Some of you guys might even have kids together. But they're being like the isolation point. Oh, some of you guys actually want kids with them. Okay, I got you. Here's the thing. Their posts online are all about you. They are trying everything short of carrier pigeons and smoke signals to get your attention, to be like, Taurus, please don't forget about me. Please don't leave me behind. I know it almost sounds like a tarot cop-out, but I gotta just give you real talk. It's not always rainbow unicorn tarot. It's literally, they had to lose you to love you. They were not respecting your love. And that's why God had to put this Four of Swords, this connection, to get put on a pause for them to go and actually kind of go through what they put you through, spot for spot, in order to respect your love, okay? The angel of karma did not ignore this person. They just had a lot of karma to pay up. But they're coming to a point of union on this one, okay? Who has who blocked here? I actually think for some of you guys, maybe 7 to 10% of you guys both have each other blocked. Straight up. Like, well, I'm blocking you, then I'm going to outblock you. Well, oh, no, you're not. Well, no, you hush. Well, you hush first. No, I hushed better than you hushed. No, you didn't. It's like they're doing stuff to try to get your goats. The thing on this is that their mind games aren't working on you anymore, are they? Because whatever it is, whoever has the other person blocked is really driving the other person completely crazy. Straight up, okay? Taurus, the cross-watcher might be acting like they're cool and posting their best 5 seconds of their day online to try to get you jealous. They're literally they're yelling at their car steering wheel and calling it your name. Okay? Wow, that's intense. Anyways, the thing on this is, it's kind of like for some of you guys, this was a really intimidating relationship. Strong Capricorn energy. Also Cancer. Their temper was pretty strong, wasn't it? I don't know, like throw a microwave strong or what, but like even for my male Tauruses, you took a high heel to the head more than once. Right? This here, but I feel like a lot of it, it's almost like a mental form of that. It's like their mind games don't work anymore. So where they would usually use their size and their temper to like mentally beat you into submission, you strengthened up. You've gone from strength to strength, and you didn't let it affect you this time like it did before. And you're like, no, thanks. I can't do this anymore. You've pushed me past a boundary that I can't go back from. This person said something or did something that they fear can't be taken back. Capricorn and Leo energy on this one. Whatever the vice is, you know what? Because you didn't follow the mind games, that is what threw them off. I think for some of you guys, the mind game was making money, or the vice was making money. Like, I think they were just addicted to the drama and the fighting for a big part of it. They were so, like, not used to it, right? And they almost thought they had to fight in order to get into a relationship or a connection. When things go smooth, they can't handle that. That's what they've been King of Cups learning how to handle. And God's like, well, all we'll have to do is Four of Swords them into the Strength card, where they did this part themselves, the way they self-isolate when they get depressed, right? Like after they have a fight with you, remember how they would then they'd be like, oh, I'm tired, I can't do anymore. I have to go to bed now. You're like, wow, I have to go to work now. You're right. Devil card on this, like, they've kind of done it really easy to isolate themselves. And then that's the point where the talking to themselves has led them to start doing the work. King of Cups. It's really kind of like an ego death. It's a really big ego death, because whatever it is that this person's big ego is being checked out in, you know what? They're not reaching out while they're going through this. It's like for some of you guys, maybe the addiction is something that they're withdrawing from, like withdrawing from spending the money, learning how to keep the budget. Some of you guys, it could straight up, I keep hearing it, so I've got to say it. I keep hearing the blame it on the alcohol, right? Some of you guys, they got to a point where they had to dry the cup up. Whatever it was, they turned that cup inward, and definitely the player vibes. Remember, like the Queen of Cups pours the cup out onto everybody, the flirt and stuff like that. Also forgiving in that, Cancer energy. King of Cups turned the cup inward and stops being a player, focuses on one energy to pour into the cup instead of pouring into everybody's cup, right? Might only be for a few of you guys, but the water energy feels pretty strong right now. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Some of you guys, you or them, could be born on the 15th or the 4th is here, the 10th, the 8th, the 18th, the 28th comes out, the 4th, possibly the 24th, the 10th, the 25th, maybe even the 30th or the 13th, along with the 19th, the 9th, and possibly even the 6th. Oh, or the 16th. For some reason, I just heard anything with a 6 in it, whether it's month, day, or year. Somehow that fits, okay? The Scorpio energy is really strong, but Capricorn is too. Then you got Cancer, Leo, Pisces is here. More Scorpio. Sagittarius is here. Leo. I think I mentioned them. Whatever. Anyway, somebody here, you might be a Taurus moon. Somebody here might have a strong placement of Leo in your big four. Okay? Libra too, by the way. And Virgo. All right, so let's see, though. Because in this King of Swords, I do like the King of Swords because he's the king that thinks before taking action. The Three of Wands shows answering the call of Abraham. Something about butterflies even resonate with this Page of Cups. Maybe a little bit of like the butterfly effect might resonate. In the movie Lucy, I don't know how that resonates, but it might. Anyhow, it's an ego death that we're experiencing behind the scenes. The eclipsing out of a mindset in order to come in a much more humbled approach to you. Thinking before taking action. King of Swords energy with Gemini. All right? So some of you guys, they've been trying to make the phone call already, Three of Wands, and they have completely forgotten. They blocked you. Okay? Somebody here might be in the news, because I actually just said that in a newscaster's voice. Okay? But anyway, Three of Wands into the King of Cups. Aries Pisces energy shows that Saturn retrograde is what's going to cause them to eclipse out the vice, the devil energy. Whatever here got in the way, and come in a humbled approach to attempt to apologize. Like they've tried every other option. And literally God's sitting here the whole time going, Page of Pentacles, just say I'm sorry. Just try that. You know, stop pushing the blame onto Taurus and take responsibility. Man or woman up. They're finna do it. I love this for you, Taurus. Yeah, Six of Cups. This is how they've acted clear back to childhood. Don't think that you're the only one they picked on like this. However, you are the last one they picked on like this because you stood up for it. Nobody else before you ever did that. Wow, God's straight up proud of you for that, Taurus. That's impressive, beyond impressive. I love it. All right, Taurus, please subscribe, be a part of the family. If you'd like to book a personal or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code up here. And otherwise, I will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, for your live individual collective reading. All right? I love you, Taurus. See ya. Okay. Cool beans. All right. How you guys doing? What's happening? To the 149 in the chat. Love that like. And we got 75 on TikTok. What's up, Instagram, Facebook? Thank you guys all for being here and following along. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Love the like for you. You guys totally deserve it. And thank you for leaving comments, even if they're just emojis and stuff. That helps the channel, the growth, and everything. So thank you guys. All right. Gemini. Gemini. Paging all Gemini to the front desk. Oh my gosh, why did that sound like Slim Shady? Excuse me. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with that, but somehow. Will the real Gemini please stand up? Please. Okay, let's see where this goes. Who knows? All right, Gemini. All right, let's see. We've got, I want to use Titanic for you. Let's use Titanic. All right, some of you guys, this could be a twin flame soulmate vibe because the Titanic deck is my twin flame deck. All right, because on that ship, there were a lot of twin flames and soulmates on board the ship that went into separation as a result of the sinking. So these messages, with my knowledge of the ship and 30 years of research, the messages get a little deep. All right, so deep that the Titanic's pool is still filled with water. Anyways, all right, let's go. Let's put you at like 4450. I like that. Let's just do 4450. All right. All right. Tap me in, tune me into Gemini, please, and thank you, God. Give me everything you got for Gemini. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Think about your person, Gemini. Think about your person. Don't think that they're just... I love reading for you, Gemini. Somewhere there's a Gemini that just mumbled under their breath, I wish my person had been on the Titanic. Gemini! Gemini, Mars, and Mercury approves this message. Stop it! Oh my God, hold on. I got joked up over that one a little bit. Somewhere there's a Gemini that was like, yeah, all the times my person said, I think I was on the Titanic in the past life. I was like, yeah, I wish. Oh my gosh, I love you, Gemini. This is going to be cool. I love reading for you because I don't have to rainbow unicorn it with you. I can keep it real. All right, so let's see what we've got. Tap me into Gemini's energy. Give me everything you got for Gemini. Let's go. What do we think? No, I don't need any more of those messages, Gemini. Stop. Behave, Gemini. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Give me 2 shuffles for Gemini. What do we got for Gemini? Let's do this. Ready? Oh God, it's like when you tell or hear one of those jokes and you laugh for the next 10 minutes. Like, do I have to think about like my dog getting hurt or something to get over this one? Oh my God. Okay, I cannot. Okay, 2 shuffles. Let's just go. Here we go, Gemini. You ready? Okay, 1 and 2. I will never watch that movie the same way again. Now I got to watch it again for the first time. Let's love this deck for the pretty fly Geminis, because all the signs say you're pretty fly for a Gemini. Overarch is the 10 of Wands. Oh my, I cannot. We can't let this joke go away, because this is already the guy carrying away after finishing up the cemetery in Halifax, Nova Scotia, where the Titanic's victims were laid to rest. It's literally like 10 of Wands, the star card. I think you're rising to another power in the King of Wands. I literally think, are they just denying their feelings for you, and that's why you're like, I wish they'd been on the Titanic? Because like you don't know why they're denying their feelings for you. You're like, dude or dudette, it's literally written in the stars. It's like, Archer, is my person being intentionally dense because it's starting to hurt? 10 of Wands. And you're a little burnt out on what they've been doing. Why do I have a feeling that's the moment? It's literally the moment that they reach out. Let's find out. All right, 7 of Pentacles, Justice card. Could be a Libra. 3 of Wands, the Magician. No, sorry, my bad. The High Priestess disguised as a magician. For some of you guys, they know way more about tarot than they're letting on. They could be a little more awoke, or they've already done their whole chapter. Something about that effect, big time. Page of Pentacles on Temperance. They're trying to figure out a way to send you a balanced communicated message. And in the 4 of Cups, God is literally showing them the answer, and they're too busy focusing on the 3 of Cups. Okay, side note for those of you that are waiting for me to talk about new love possibly, this person keeps coming into your energy. That's just for 4% of you guys are here, but one of those 4% of you all are the ones that said, I wish I'd been on a Titanic, which is still a really funny joke. Not nice, but funny. You know, not funny, haha, but funny. I'll probably laugh more about it off camera. And 7 of Pentacles on Justice. Okay, they're totally denying their feelings for you, and this is the worst and biggest lie they've told so far. This trumps every other lie that they told you during the whole relationship. It's like they must just not like you or something. You're sitting there thinking they either don't like you or don't care, and it's actually that they don't like you, but they're freaking obsessed with you. Straight up, 3 of Wands. It's not what you did, but how you did it, apparently. I don't know yet. But it's kind of like they're acting like they're focused on every other thing here, but in reality, they're lying. Aries energy on the 3 of Wands. Their pants are totally on fire still, right? They're like, I don't think about Gemini at all, Archer. I'm like, literally, you're literally standing there in the lifeboat watching the ship sink, and you're like, I don't see it. There's nothing to see here. Nothing going on. It's fine. We're cool. It's like that meme with the dog in the kitchen with the whole kitchen on fire, and the dog's like, I'm fine. It's that, and they're not fine. They miss the heck out of you. That's what's going on behind the scenes. See how they're disguising the High Priestess as the Magician? Some of you guys actually have a crystal ball or a magic 8-ball. Ooh, I got one horn honk for yes. Some of you guys, you've been hearing the horn honks, right? Your guardian angels are trying to tell you straight up that your guardian angels are using car horns to communicate with you. 1 honk yes, 2 honks no. All right? Now, the thing on this here It's that they're acting like they're focused on everything else, but they're still totally focused on you. That's what they're lying about. They haven't moved on one bit. Page of Pentacles to Temperance. It's a little bit of your love is their drug, is literally the song that I'm hearing off of this, okay? But I don't know why, but I'm hearing that song by Kesha. Wake up in the morning feeling like... Well, I can't... No, we'll just skip the rest of that part. Anyways, but the song might resonate maybe before the song had deeper meaning or something like that, right? But now, the thing is, God, they suck at lying, don't they? Could totally be a Sagittarius possibly, or a Libra, because those are the two most honest signs in the zodiac that when they try to lie, they totally can't lie, and they really just shouldn't lie, but they try. So cute. It's like when they used to try to surprise you with presents and it was impossible. That was when the times were really good, though, they're telling me. So see, they're nostalgic. It's almost like they're feeling like it's Mercury retrograde. The planetary positions are making it feel that way, but they're going to totally Mercury retrograde. I'm telling you what, Seven of Pentacles, not treating you the way they should have is their failure. And they're addressing it. The Chariot could be a Cancerian. Some of you guys might even be a Gemini, Cancer, Casper. Some of you might be born on the 7th, the 17th, 27th. Possibly the 12th or the 21st is here. The 2nd, the 20th. Man, a lot of repeating sevens. I do like seeing repeating sevens though, Gemini. That's an energetical jackpot. But look, the Eight of Swords on the Page of Swords. I told you they're lying. They're like, oh, I don't even think about Gemini. For some reason, that's the first time I pulled this off of that Eight of Swords. The woman that's stuck looking at the gates and being like, oh no, I can't get to the boat deck because the elevator gates are closed. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, hey, there's a big staircase right next to you there. Just climb up that staircase. It'll take you to the boat deck. There might be a lifeboat left. Hold on. The puzzle piece is on TikTok. Hang on. Hold on. There we go. Why does it always say I failed at doing this? Is it because I don't have my glasses on? There we go. TikTok puzzle piece. All right. I got you, TikTok. We're good. See, this Eight of Swords, it's like a little bit of they were a human excuse machine, or they always had a reason or an excuse or a lie that didn't work. And with the Page of Swords, Ace of Wands. Okay, this is so not that they're checking out your social media, but you guys are still energetically connected. That's why you've been having the dreams too, and it's freaking you out a little bit because like they're manifesting the dreams with the Ace of Wands. I told you they totally want you. Now, I know with the Hangman, they're totally hiding those feelings and trying to be cool, calm, and collected. Some of you guys haven't talked in a long time. I'm telling you what. Some of you guys, literally, this fight just happened in the past weekend. No time in tarot, though. No time in the calendar, either. That's all a Gregorian concept. I mean, there was originally 13 signs, 13 months, and everything was in harmony. And then Gregorian showed up and was like, hey, guys, I got a great idea. Watch this, right? It's literally, hold my abacus. They can't get you off their mind. Ace of Wands, the Page of Swords, you're literally the only thing that they think about. You know, the thing on this is that you guys both are thinking the other person totally moved on or doesn't care, and yet you both are still carrying an Ace of Wands torch for each other. You know what I mean? Somebody here was on color guard back in high school or something. So this person is like, here's the thing about this. Even though you guys are still in an energy, could be dealing with a Taurus, because I got that out-stubborning energy that I picked up for Taurus. Kind of like, well, I'm blocking you. Well, then I'm blocking you back. Well, then I can't do it. And yet, here's the thing for you guys. What comes out differently than what came out in Taurus's reading is that it's the weirdest Ace of Wands buildup for a grand magnum opus that is like the Ace of Wands version of that C chord at the end of A Day in the Life. The whole thing is like, you know what I mean? I don't think that was C. I wasn't even trying. Anyways, anyhow, Ace of Wands, there's still a massive buildup that's leading to a reunion for the two of you guys. The thing on this is, it's like, so, it feels actually more like this is kind of like a love-hate relationship. And the fact that they love to hate you or you guys love to hate each other, something about the fighting. When the fighting was a lower scale fighting, it was almost a bit of an aphrodisiac, we'll say. Whoa, that's heavy. Anyways, but when it was like somebody went a little too far. You know what I mean? On the Ace of Wands, it's like the safe word is meatloaf, because I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Right? I think they were rather controlling and forcive. But here's the thing. it's like the love-hate relationship, because it's like they always thought that was the way to get your goat and then get to the makeup boom boom, right? And you're like, you're over it. Eight of Swords, Page of Swords. You're like, just be direct with me. Don't do that. You literally, some of you guys straight up said, don't do that. You might even have had to move or relocate as a result of this. Maybe some of you guys got kicked out or thrown out of your own residence, right? The Chariot here does show a little bit of energies of relocation. Except for that one Gemini that I see your dashboard on your car is lit up like a Christmas tree. Change your oil. Change the oil. Okay? Anyhow, this person's actually one of the 80% of the people who swore off dating, and you're changing their mind. And they really wish they'd changed their mind sooner. Because when you guys did go through this end period, Cancer Pisces energy, they didn't. Like, they were like, I thought we were just like friends or coworkers, or it was just a situation or a meetup, or I didn't think I was going to fall for it. And here's the thing, you know how most tarot readers would be like looking at you, Gemini, and being like, oh wow, they've the blah blah with the feelings, and it's like same feelings as their past. No, this person has never had feelings for anybody like they did for you, and that's what freaked them the heck out. They literally had no clue how to process their feelings for you. They loved other people. They told other people before you they were in love with them. But with you, it literally got their throat chakra. Something about the color blue. But it literally got their throat chakra where they're like, Archer, I could be having a stroke or a seizure or something. And I'm like, no, you're actually in love. And since they know how the brain can like process excitement and anxiety in the same way, their fight or flight kicked in, and they made the wrong choice. They ran in the wrong direction, right? Some of you guys, it might be a firefighter or something, because it's the energy of somebody that runs towards the as opposed to running away from it. Yeah, somebody here could be like a first responder, police, fire, or EMS. Or there's a Gemini here that you just totally Ace of Wands over firefighters. Oh help, I'm a Gemini stuck in a tree. Wherever shall I go? Meow. For my single Geminis, it might work. Who knows? I don't give it a shot. Climb up a tree and be like, hi, fire department. There's a Gemini stuck in a tree outside of my house. All right. Can you be here in like 5 minutes? Bring coffee, pumpkin spice latte. Thanks. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is hilariously wild. And right now you're in a Four of Cups vibe. In the week ahead, you're gonna perk up. All right. Like the best part of waking up is, I don't know, somebody puts the right Folgers in your cup, and one morning you're like, I just don't care. I just am gonna go have a good time and have some fun. I'm just Eight of Swords over it. I'm moving forward. And literally that's the moment that all of a sudden your phone goes off. And then it's literally them wanting to start something again. So they're changing their mindset so much for you. And they keep just guiding me back to the Ace of Wands and being like, isn't Gemini just... So... They literally want to make fetch a thing, apparently. Isn't Gemini just so fetch? And I'm like, that's not a thing, Crosswatcher. Toaster strudels. But the thing on this is, they really thought this was going to just stay an Ace of Wands, Four of Cups, no strings attached. For some of you guys, that NSYNC song may resonate to you. Or you live near a member of NSYNC. What the heck? I have stalked Chris down in Nashville to see if I could see his Knight Rider car, but not anything like legal like. I just looked to see if there was a way to see his car. I couldn't find an answer, so I moved on. I don't care. Anyways, Chris Kirkpatrick, if you're out there, can I just see your Knight Rider car? Please. I'll buy an NSYNC Christmas album. Mama T likes NSYNC. I'll give it to her. Or I'll keep it. I don't mind. Somebody here's a musician. The Tower card. Check it out. You're the one they couldn't walk away from. They ran the same thing that they did to everybody else in the past, but they actually had feelings for you. That's why they can walk away from everybody else, but not you. Losing you is a Tower card. Some of you guys might be bored and you were them on the 2nd, the 17th, or the number 217, or angel number 217 could be kind of stuck in you guys right now. Here's the thing. You changed their mind. It's a complete Tower moment inside their brain that they don't want to be single. They want you. And straight up, you kind of want them too. You're like, Archer, hush. Okay, I didn't say it. I didn't see nothing. What? I didn't. Okay. No problem. I'm Crosswatcher earmuffs. You totally still like them. It's cool. Death card. And the Five of Pentacles that leads to the World card. Talk about a transformation that closes the door on a closed door cycle. Like how it wasn't going anywhere. You know what I mean? They're going to reach out again. That's the thing. They're going to try to make good on this. They have to. This is the time that okay, this is cool. This is the time that you're going to know they've changed. It might just be what they say or how they say it. 4 cups. That's a bit of a humbling energy. Like they've tried every other way to get your attention, and literally God's just like, just say I'm sorry. It's kind of cool, right? Maybe this person was a little bit of one of those Jesus take the wheel kind of people, right? Let go, let God in that, without realizing that the whole Jesus take the wheel, let go, let God thing, it's like an employee-employer matched benefit program, right? If you do the work, this is deep. This is 12th house vibes right here. I like going this. Let's go Pisces. Some of you guys might have strong Pisces in your chart. Like in your big 4 even possibly, or top 3, or a stellium. But the thing on this is that if you do the work, God will actually match the work 7-fold, okay? If you do nothing but just, say that cute saying and then don't do anything about it, like God will match that too. 7 times 0 is 0. Anything times 0 is 0. I think your person figured that out. Like they couldn't just be like, no, Gemini, just see it my way or I'm leaving, right? They actually had to do something about it and change to come in on your level and learn to speak Gemini. They never took the time to even get to learn to speak Gemini, and that's the cycle that they're closing out. So all the stalking that they're doing about you on digital and social media, some of you guys might even be on social media. Maybe you got a YouTube channel or something, or you do tarot or podcasting or like brand ambassador or something, maybe even a model or something on Instagram, who knows. But the thing on this is, they're going to try to make good on this because you're going to know they've totally changed because they come at you in a way that's not like any other way they tried before, okay? You know how usually it's the attention-seeking behavior that becomes a big deal? Cancer, Pisces energy, also Sagittarius, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Aries too, okay? That's the thing that they're going to do away with. 4 of Pentacles into the Empress card and open up and be vulnerable. Not so much the love bombing vibes, but actual straight vulnerability. So they've actually used the eclipse energies to eclipse out the attention-seeking behavior. And this incoming message from them, it is actually so genuine, 4 Pentacles and the Empress, that even I'm surprised AF at this point. 9 of Pentacles. You really, literally thought this would never happen, but secretly, you prayed for it. That's the only reason it's getting ready to happen, because you prayed for it, okay? You don't think it is 3 of Swords, but the 6 of Wands is what's hidden right there. The devil's going to try to make you think it's not going to happen, just enough to see if you, give up. Or they give up. In the 6 of Wands, you don't, and it takes off, literally. I love it for you. Strong Leo energy, too. I hope that helps, Gemini. I am excited to see what your reading's going to be about. We'll be doing your live collective reading tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, okay? And then we'll get back on the regular schedule. But thank you, Gemini. I do hope this helps. And if you do want to book a reading or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code over here. It'll take you right to the link tree. All right? And thanks for being here and subscribing. I love you, Gemini. That was a fun reading. I totally want to keep that Titanic bit at the beginning. That was oh my goodness. I kid you not. Gemini, I love you. Okay, hey Stephanie. What up, girl? How's it going? Hey Tim's. What's up? All right. What's up, Conchetta? How you doing, girl? Spinny hugs. Maria, how you doing? Take a letter, Maria. Long distance information, give me Memphis. I don't know how that song resonates. That just popped in my head. Let's grab Cancer and see and find out. Maybe that resonates. Could be Gemini or Cancer. I don't even know. Thank you, everybody, being here. For the 185 in the chat, the 72 over here on TikTok. Love that like. For you guys, you totally deserve it. All right. You got it, Mac. We got a request for the stained glass tarot for Cancer. So do like Limitless is doing and Pixie. Flood that chat for Cancer. Let's see some crabs. Let's see some butters. And let's see what we got for you, Cancer. All right. There we go. All right. Stained glass tarot. There we go. Got you covered. Piece of cake, Mac. No problem. After everything you do for the channel and for TikTok, how can I not? I got you. All right. Let's see. Cancer, you're going to be at 104.20. So what's up, Cancer? Thank you very much for being here. Let's tap in and tune in and see what we've got. Think about your person, Cancer. All right, God, give me everything you got for Cancer. And your live individual collective reading, it's going to be on Thursday this week. All right, it'll be Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern. All right, God, tap me in, tune me in. What do we have for Cancer, please and thank you? We have for Cancer and their person. Ooh, the Emperor. This person, 9 of Swords. This person is up. This person is playing Caitlin Petty's song "Staring at the Ceiling" while staring at the ceiling, like on repeat. Knight of Wands. They're realizing that there's no other option except reaching out to you. The Emperor coming out of the deck like that, as I was getting ready to connect into it, shows the energies around them are guiding them to take direction and take action on you. Daddy's home. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go. Give me 2 shuffles. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the crazy, cool Cancerians, because Cancer don't want no scrubs, TLC style. All right. Over energy is the 2 of Pentacles. The person that made you the scapegoat is going to take responsibility. That is literally the first thing I heard off of this, because the 2 of Pentacles in the Titanic Tarot, that's J. Bruce Ismay, who was vilified, made into the scapegoat of the Titanic disaster when he was told by Chief Officer Wilde to get in a lifeboat. That's a whole nother video. I digress. 2 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. This person is single and taking the right steps in the Page of Wands to take responsibility for making you out to be the villain in the story. Interesting. Virgo Gemini energy so far. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. The Hermit card. Strong Virgo. The Devil. Whoa. And the Moon card. This is all major arcana. Cancer, your person is going through a major shift right now. Major arcana represents major changes, okay? These are planetary positions that we can't have an effect on, all right? We can't stop Mercury from retrograding no matter how much we want it to. Virgo energy. And also, I really feel like Saturn retrograding in Pisces, the Devil on the Moon card, that is causing this person to have a complete reboot, reprogram, and cut out whatever this Devil energy was to be all about you. They've recently actually cried about you. They might be coming across like a devil in public or a devil in the public eye, right? They're a devil, Elvis, the devil in disguise, straight up. Behind the scenes, they miss you. 6 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles onto the Page of Pentacles. They want to tell you how much they've done the work on this. 10 of Pentacles to the Death card turned over. Scorpio and Virgo energy. Some of you guys, somebody here might be in real estate, or you might be moving, or this person will move. They might have I'm pulling the vibes on somebody that moved away from you or relocated that is coming back in your direction. Some of you guys actually were thrown out or lost your home as a result of this in some capacity, okay? But this Death card shows whatever this person's devil energy was, whatever vice it was getting in the way, they've been doing the work behind the scenes to cut that energy out. And I'm being told they're doing it for you. So before you walk away from the reading and being like, oh, Archer, people don't change for other people. They got to want to do it for themselves to do it. In this person's case, this person's energetical blueprint, this was the problem. This was actually the big source of their problem, right? Well, you want to listen to the rest of the reading now either. Rip the Band-Aid off. The problem on this energy was that this person wasn't able to love. And that the way they hid that was behind the gruff exterior. Deep down, they're actually a cute little kitty. Somebody here might have a cat or an ESA animal, but that's the thing. Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces energy. Strong Virgo on this reading. And then you got Scorpio, Capricorn's hanging out, and Aquarius. The 6 of Swords. It's somebody seeing you from a totally different perspective because something clouded their judgment in the 6 of Swords on the Devil. Some of you guys, it could have been drugs or drinking that got in the way. 3 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, into the Queen of Pentacles on the 2 of Wands. Yeah, this person here protected their heart by acting the way they acted. That was their defense mechanism. Hanged Man into the 3 of Pentacles. Now, your guardian angels, whenever I get the 3 of Pentacles, that's the cards that tells me that you've got your guardian angels behind the scenes working to make changes. So this person, their divine blueprint is not isolation, and that their blueprint is that they actually do require somebody to be in their life to feel nurtured and given. And they always came across like, I don't need anybody. I'm just fine single. I'm strong, independent, confident, avoidant, blah, 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 blah. They weren't. Their childhood programming leading up to the stuff they watched on TV, the people they interacted with, got them into this energy that they might have believed they were part of the 80% of people that were better off single or on their own, or just that they were just better off this way. And that's the problem. They were fighting their own original programming because they are programmed to have someone in their life. Their energetical blueprint says this, but They were too busy following the crowd, following the sheeple, and so they thought it was cooler to act this way. But behind that mask they wear is somebody that has some very deep feelings for you. I do feel like it was something that got in the way that clouded the judgment with the Sun card, Leo energy. This one here, this is an optimistic perspective that they're seeing in order to come out of this. The Nine of Wands, whoa, the Queen of Swords, hold it, what's this card? The Two of Cups. Cancer, they still have feelings for you. Some of you guys could be a Cancer Leo cusper, and with the Ace of Pentacles on the Six of Cups, they acted rather childish, didn't they? They're even kind of seeing that. For some of you guys, they might have had issues with that, where the thing on this is that they're running around like a Tasmanian devil right now, trying to figure out a way to make things right with you and for you. And yeah, you think they don't even think about you, care about you, or have moved on behind their back, and then behind your back, they're busting their butt to figure out a way to actually be in your life again. Ace of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the Two of Cups. This is the way they've acted since they were a child, okay? This was bred into them from their parents in a young age, in that the only way to protect themselves is to act cocky and confident. You were the first one that cracked through that little bit of a shell, all right? They might even have some strong Cancer in their chart too. For some of you guys, it's a Cancer thing. Two of Cups to the Ace of Pentacles. Deep down underneath it, they have true feelings for you that they were scared about. They didn't know how to process these. Now they're trying to figure out a way, how do we make it right? And like Two of Cups shows that they do want to be with you. They never learned how to put their ego aside because that's what they used to protect themselves. This person didn't know how to be vulnerable. And so it was easier to be like my way or the highway, simply because that's how their parents did it, and their parents before them, and their grandparents, and their grandpappies, and that's... So this person's been working on clearing generational debt. You guys came from different upbringings. You guys were raised differently, right? And that's caused a little bit of a conflict between the two of you guys. Like, it's the energy of like maybe one of you guys came from a married home and the other from like a single parent home. And so one of you guys didn't understand why the other one only got one Christmas, while the other one's like, how do you get two Christmases? That kind of a vibe, all right? Could even just be like a difference in religion or race. Maybe somebody's parents don't approve of like your religion or vice versa. Yeah, Strength card on the Hierophant. King of Cups. Oh, wow. Shut the front door. King of Cups to the Queen of Cups with Temperance. This is literally them coming to the point of being like, you know what, mom or dad or whomever else. This is that part in the Bible where the person walks away from their, the parents and that, and then they take a bride or take a hubby, etc. and so forth. You know what I mean? Just go with it. Whatever it was and whomever it was that did get in the way, I see them actually sticking up for you and defending you. Temperance on the Ten of Wands because they're tired of hearing about it. Literally, the people around your person are the people that are making it so that this person can't forget about you, and literally everybody else is telling them that Cancer is no good, all right? And in reality, that is literally what's pushing them right back your way. It's like they have like a mom or a family member or somebody in their life that's like, you stay away from Cancer. Don't you talk to Cancer. Don't you dare go to blah, 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 blah. For some of you guys, it's a third party trying to be a third party that is in no way a third party. And they're literally driving your person completely crazy in the fact that they think they're a third party anyways. That's a big part of it, right? Strength card on the Hierophant tells me Leo and Taurus energy that they're gonna go in a whole different direction with this. Literally, everybody's like, don't you talk to Cancer. Literally, it's like, don't touch that stove. It's like a cat. Could be a Leo vibe with this Strength card. It's really like everybody's telling your person, don't talk to Cancer. Don't you do it. And your person right now, even though you think they're moved on doing something else, they're literally going, don't knock that remote off the table. Don't do it. Don't go see Cancer. They're going to hit a pop point and they're literally going to come your way because everybody's telling them don't come your way. Okay? They're literally being pushed like right into your arms. Leo, Taurus energy, Sagittarius, Pisces is here. There's a lot of major arcana here. No wonder y'all ain't sleeping right at night. Your person isn't either. Because you guys are actually like having fights in your dreams still. You guys are still working things out in a telepathic form of communication. So it's not like you're like, oh, I just thought I heard their voice. Must be my brain. No, you guys are literally having the whole convo to bring you guys back together remotely. It's freaky, but it's cool. Could be another water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Capricorn, yeah, nice. The World card. They are ending this cycle. Whomever is the one that's telling them like, oh, stay away from Cancer, or don't go to Cancer, or don't worry. They're literally they're telling that person, you know what? For some of y'all, it's the single friend that's telling them this, and they're finally reaching a point where they're like, wait, hold it. You're single and you're giving me advice on how to deal with Cancer, right? It's like somebody taking a Ford car to a GM dealership and being like, I don't understand. You know? Strength card, World card into the Four of Pentacles. Capricorn vibes. Leo's pretty strong. You've got Sagittarius really strong. Pisces is here. Gemini, Capricorn. But Queen and King of Cups, that's a love connection. And the Three of Cups shows marriage. The thing on this is, you're just not their usual type, Cancer. And they've had a really hard time opening up as a child due to being judged. They were always judged for just being themselves or whatever. That it's how they built the ego up in order to protect themselves. And you're the first one that they don't have to have the ego. They can be themselves. Strength card, Leo energy. They didn't know how to process it at the time. Okay, because of your guys' different upbringings, like they're secretly behind the scenes. They're still learning how to speak Cancer. You're actually, believe it or not, you're learning how to speak their love language. With all this major arcana, those changes you're going through, it's part of it. All of a sudden, the things that you don't like anymore, all of a sudden you want to eat healthy or you want to exercise more. It's because your person's changing. So think about what you're thinking about with your person. That's what they're going through and changing because you guys are still connected. All right? They've built that ego. For some of you guys, they were just addicted to drama because they grew up with it and they were in past relationships with it. So they had to start fights because they never had someone that just unconditionally loved them like you did, right? And so they didn't know how to handle that. They were always thought love came with strings attached to it. And you were just like, no, I just love you. Maybe this person was always worried about clout or status. And you're like, I don't need the clout or status. I just need love, right? Whatever it is, your version of love was so different than what they were used to that it freaked them out. And then after they got freaked out, now they don't want to be freaked out no more because all of a sudden they're like, whoa, nobody loves like Cancer loved. They had to lose you to value what they had, okay? Because they could run their old games on anyone else, but they really fell in love with you, the World card. And it's taken this long to kind of process what that is. I mean, they've never been loved. It's literally they could literally be looking up YouTube videos right now over on their phone of like how to love somebody. You know, oh, they're looking up stuff like Cancer person and cross-watcher's sign. Those things like Cancer female, Taurus male, Cancer male, Sagittarius female, something like that, whatever. They're learning how to love you. Maybe it's just motivational talks and pep talks and videos and stuff, but the thing on this is, you know how they could, you know how they could run their old games on anyone else, but because they fell in love with you, they really wish they hadn't friend zoned or situationship you. There's a lot of that. Literally where they sit there by themselves being like, oh gosh, I wish I hadn't put Cancer through this. Oh, if I could take it back, I would. Oh my gosh. I do feel an apology coming for what they said to you and what they did to you. For some of you guys, it was the devil. It was the addiction or the vice talking, not them. So you're going to get to like re-meet them all over again because you never really got to know the real them. They're going to apologize for this leading you on and ask if there's a way to like kind of rebuild the connection into what you really wanted it to be from the beginning and beat the devil at its own game. Some of you guys could be dealing with another cardinal sign. Could be another Cancer or a Capricorn or Libra or who am I missing? Aries, Leo's here, Sagittarius, Taurus. Wow, there's a lot of Pisces and Sagittarius and Scorpio. That's a lot. Also pretty heavy duty on the Capricorn, but there's a lot of Leo. With all this major arcana, you got like all the signs behind the scenes. They're getting ready to all show up at like the same time. And it's going to go from like nothing to everything. Literally a little side note message from God right now is you are not in a depressed, alone, isolated time right now. You like totally need to like enjoy these few little bits of silence and rest because for some of you, as soon as the week ahead, it's going to be the end of the silent period and all of a sudden your phone's going to be crazy and you're going to be going places. You're going to try to figure out how to play hooky or to get time off and just to rest for yourself. So literally like look at this in the Six of Swords from a different perspective because it's getting ready to end. This is just your calm before the storm hits, and all of a sudden, you're going to get carpal tunnel from being on the phone with them so much. I love this for you. Aquarius energy is here too. All right. You or them could be born on the 6th or the 3rd, the 26th, the 16th, the 30th, the 1st, the 13th, 31st is here, the 7th, the 17th, the 27th comes out. I've got the 19th, the 28th, the 18th, the 21st, maybe even the 29th, and also the 14th. Okay, maybe the 4th too. All right. So I hope that helps, Cancer, and I will see you later this week for your individual collective reading. This week it will be, today's Tuesday, Thursday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. So Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Cool. All right, I love you, Cancer, and if you would like to book a reading or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code over here in the corner. It'll take you to the Archer Astrology link tree. All right, otherwise, I'll see you later, Cancer. I love you. All right, cool beans. Onward and forward. All right, Leo. Are you ready, Leo? Let's see what we got. Cheers to you too, Rolo. Thanks for being here. Cheers. Indeed. Hey, Julia. I love when you come because I always think of John Lennon's mom's name, Julia. Thanks for being here. What's up? Y'all, do what Sweet Stacy and Mac are doing. All right, let's flood the chat. Leo, you even get more emojis than Cancer. You know Cancer is going to try to beat you. You got lions and sunflowers. Suns. You could probably make any of the flower emojis work for you. You could probably make any of the emojis work for you. Only Leo could even post a crab and be like, that's Leo. I know, right? It's kind of cool. Hey, Professor, what up, yo? All right. Leo, let's use the Biblical Tarot for you. No, I want the Archer deck. Okay. Change my mind. All right, let's see. All right, Leo, there we go. Cool beans. All right, Leo. Hey, Ralph. What up? Hey, Jackie. Okay, Leo, you're going to be at 1:22:12. All right. Oh, I like that. That's a nice timestamp. Dude, Frankie always gets the best timestamps. I suck at timestamps. Frankie rocks at timestamps. Anyways, all right. What's up, Leo? How you doing? You flooding that chat so that Cancer doesn't beat you? Putting all those crabs in the chat. Anyways, what's up, Leo? Think about your person, and let's see what's going on for you and the one on your mind for the week ahead, all right? What do we have for Leo's energy? Oh, and don't forget, Leo, consider subscribing. We'll be doing your live collective reading. Will be on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, all right? So let's see what we got going on. Think about your person, Leo. What do we have for Leo and their person? Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Tap me into Leo energy, God. Give me everything you got for Leo. What do we got for Leo? Okay, let's do it. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the lovable, lovely Leos. Here we go. Oh, nice. Whoa, double nice. Whoa, triple dare, double dare physical challenge, Page of Pentacles. The star card in the Six of Wands comes out. Kaylin Petty riding in on a motorcycle at the Country Music Awards. This is something being guided in the stars. They're being guided right into your direction. And yet they ghosted you right out of the blue? No, oh man, nobody does that to a Leo. How did that happen? Oh my word, Page of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. They're coming back in exactly as you ordered. Your order from the Cosmic Kitchen has changed this person behind the scenes, okay? Why did they ghost you out of the blue? That's silly. Yeah, look, Three of Wands, totally out in the cold. Okay, we're going to find out. That's my job. I'm hearing a Leo that's tried to go into other channels. It's just well, Leo, what's up with this? And you're like, that's your job. You're supposed to tell me the answers. I agree. Okay, most people just ramble on. Anyways, Three of Wands into the Four of Swords on the Four of Wands. Some of you guys, this could be your twin flame. But then we got Two of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I told you they made the wrong choice. Page of Wands on the Two of Pentacles here. They made you out to be the energetical scapegoat on this, didn't they? The Two of Pentacles in my Titanic deck's Bruce Ismay, the one that was vilified and made into the villain in the Titanic story. He didn't sneak into the lifeboat. Chief Officer Wilde told him to get into that lifeboat. The Tower card and the Three of Cups. Ghosting you out of the blue is what brought this Tower moment. And you're wanting to worry about what's up with this person, but it feels like you're more worried about your money right now because, Tower card. Things are getting rather tight or demanding. And you're kind of like, Archer, I want to miss this person. I would like to work things out with this person because I did a lot to try to get to know this person. Some of you guys even like traveled to meet them, like rearranged your schedule, took time off from work or whatever was needed. And then it's like, whoa, things were going really good. Then all of a sudden, Tower card on the Three of Cups. Why? You know, Scorpio, Cancer energy is here. Aries, Libra, Sagittarius comes out. Definitely strong Aquarius energy. Could even be another Leo though for some of you guys, because it's kind of like, yeah, the Fool card. Maybe the age difference was a problem, but I don't think so. Ace of Pentacles. See, no, it's Seven of Cups. Is that it got off on the wrong foot with this Page of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, they're still totally checking you out. That's the thing with this Page of Swords. They have not learned their lesson on this one, but they are. Maybe some of you guys like are at a paycheck to paycheck thing on the Knight of Wands, and you really want to try to get this going, but as a result of a move or a change up in your personal life, it's like you feel like you don't have time to even focus on this right now. And yet, your guardian angels are still working behind the scenes for you. It's almost like you're being guided to focus on your work so that your guardian angels can work on the changes needed so that your person stops making you feel like an option. Scorpio Aries energy on this one. Mars moving into Scorpio, that's the transition. That's the change on this Leo. So the stuff happening in the week ahead culminates by the 21st. Okay. They really regret making you feel like an option. You guys are totally, okay, some of you guys could totally be dealing with the Cancer because you guys could be having telepathic fights in your head. Are you still hearing their, yeah, Cancer or Aries. It's like you're still hearing their voice and then you're responding to it and you're thinking it's your brain or your dreams, just your brain's way of processing. And yet, no. You guys are literally talking to each other. It's freaky weird. Some of you guys could even live in other locations, other parts of the world from each other, right? And yet, King of Swords, your thoughts carry volume. The King of Swords is the king that thinks before taking action on this one, into the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords. It's like, okay, you guys are actually still working things out, even while you're in little to no contact. Seven of Swords to the King of Swords. This person did not plan on things working out as well with you as it was going to. And you got them out of a comfort zone that they didn't know they were ready to or not. And that's kind of like, see, God's making plans on this behind the scenes, okay? In that there's an energetical warm front getting ready to approach and come in here for you two that is, it's literally going to get to a point of whoever is next or whoever's turn it is to reach out. The incoming energetical warm front, as we have the energy of, it's definitely not Saturn retrograde in Pisces. This is totally the vibes of Mars moving into Scorpio. That's what's causing this person to get a little deeper into their fields. Three of Swords into the Six of Cups with the Two of Cups and realizing that the time was now. It's a bit of like they're fearing a missed opportunity that comes in. So, Six of Cups. Some of you guys might even have kids together or you wanted kids with them. So, you know what I'm feeling off of this one is that this is the energy that you go out of your way for like, I mean, you're Leo. You normally go out of your way a lot for everybody. But this person you went extra special out of the way for because you really, really, really liked them. Four of Wands, right? Especially for those of you that did like rearrange your schedules or had to drive or travel or move a great distance or had to sneak out to see him because of stuff going on that you didn't need the whole peanut gallery responding to. So you basically straight up moved mountains to give this person a chance and they ghosted you. The Seven of Cups to the Page of Swords because you were way more than they thought they were going to get involved with. Straight up, they're telling me that they thought that you were catfishing them. And then when they met you, they were like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. And not in a bad way. You're kind of too good to be true. That's the thing on this one. And it's like when you had them at a point, they were opening up, sending messages, and all of a sudden they started getting quiet. And then you got hurt feelings because you're like, that really hurts to send like you don't send little short texts. You like really put thought into your messages just for them to leave you unread and ignore you. And meanwhile, their Snapchat score is going up. I don't find that polite either. Usually somebody doesn't respond to a message I've sent, I just walk from it. You know what I mean? And you had your all going into this and get your hopes up every time. Even the last time you saw them, they're like, oh my gosh, I had such a great time. It was so much fun. I can't wait to see you again. Then like you message them that you're home safe after traveling and nothing. And you're like, whoa, what's up? It's like they had to make up a reason or an excuse to get you to ghost them. 3 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. Cancer Libra energy on this one. I do think for some of you guys, it was a third party vibes of somebody trying to be a third party that's not a third party. Like maybe somebody that's getting out of a marriage, right? And they fell for you so quick, they're like, I got to get this marriage stuff over with real quick first. Or like trying to get out of a relationship. They might even have a stalker. Some crazy ex that keeps making like their life a living hell, so to speak. Straight up, all right? Temperance card on the Judgment card, though. Strong Scorpio vibes on this. Judgment card, 6 of Cups. Some of you guys, you or them could even be born on the 6th. Or a life path number 6. But the thing on this is, you felt like they judged you and that's why they ghosted you. So in a way, behind the scenes, it's not so much that you're upset. It's like 1 minute you're sad about it, but then the next minute you get ticked off and you're like, wait a second. That doesn't make sense, right? For Leo, okay, cross watchers, earmuffs. This is awesome, Leo. For some of you guys, you were like, this might just be for 3% of you guys, okay? 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 3 of Swords. 333 might be a number that you guys, that stalks you, that you've been seeing. Because for some of you guys, you're like, what the heck, Archer? How were they able to ghost and block me before I got to ghost and block them? For 3% of you, y'all are like, I was getting ready to do it anyways. Why did they do it first? Hey, Crosswatcher. Oh my gosh, Leo misses you a lot. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. I told you your guardian angels are help lighting this back up for you too. Okay? Here's the thing. I'm being told to tell you that on this 3 of Pentacles, you know how the 3 of Pentacles in my decks represents the guardian angels that are helping behind the scenes to put things together here and now for you guys? My guardian angels are trying to tell you to look at the personalized license plates more, because you've been noticing license plates that you think are really cool. They're like maybe God loves you or pray for him or whatever. My guardian angels want me to tell you, they're like, Leo, we've been trying to give you communications. Your guardian angels are starting to speak to you using personalized license plates. Straight up. Some of you guys have already been starting to see a lot of weird personalized license plates on cars in your area, cars with other license plates from other states even. My guardian angels are like really quick. They're like, hey, let Leo know. We're trying to talk messages to them on that way, you know? So just a heads up. All right, you might be thinking, wow, what's that person got more money than sense for getting that license plate? There's a total reason. There's a total reason. Those license plates are help giving you guidance, while your guardian angels are working to transform their mindset. All right? This one here, it's the thing on this is, you know how they just wouldn't really fully listen to you when all you were trying to do was give them advice and some help, right? Maybe you were telling them how to eliminate whatever this 3 of Swords reason was, or something about how you came on to them that you're sitting here fearing that you're like, oh God, Archer, they took that the total wrong way. Maybe I bossed them around. Maybe I came on too intense or too much. And it's not that. All this is on this one is that at first they were very confused at how to process the feelings, because they straight up thought you were lying to them the whole lead up to this, okay? When they first met you, it's total just Frankie Valli vibes, that you're just too good to be true, can't take their eyes off of you, that sort of a thing, okay? Straight up thought you were a catfish. And then they're like, oh my gosh, no, Leo's on the up and up. This is crazy. You give them a little bit of time, Leo, and this is going to cycle back around, okay? Some of you guys totally did meet online. And like, even my single Leos, okay? If you're single, I'm being told to tell you that this actually is the incoming energy front, that it's going to start a relationship with these Pentacles. And what I'm describing here is going to be your guys' first fight with this person, or like after your first date, they ghost for a little bit. I'm actually giving you a heads up so that when this new person comes in the week ahead, you can be advised of what's coming the first time that they get nervous on like how to proceed, because all of a sudden they're like telling me, oh my God, Archer, Leo is legit, Page of Swords. Now then they go, some of you guys are totally, somehow you're online or on social media. Maybe you even got like a tarot channel or a Spotify or a brand ambassador or something, content creator, because whatever it is, literally the minute you left, they're like, they just keep looking at your stuff, your socials, your profiles, and trying to figure more out about you. Because this is in no way over for the two of you, not by a long shot. You and them could, man, strong Cancer and Aries energy on this reading, big time. Scorpio's here too, though. There's also a little bit of Gemini. Then you got Aquarius vibes. Capricorn's pretty strong. Well, yeah, Capricorn's pretty heavy duty. Whoa. But yeah, this person's already kind of chosen you. You or them might even be born on the 13th or the 20th, the 3rd. Somebody here could even be a life path number 3 or in your life year of 3. The 23rd comes out, the 30th and 31st. Some of y'all just keep seeing repeating 3s. Get ready to see repeating 5s, then repeating 7s, I'm being told. That's the sequential order the repeating signs will come, so that way you can judge how far along you are on the journey. All right? 10 of Swords, the Justice card, and the King of Pentacles. I'm going to tell you what, by Libra season, you're going to feel very stable about the direction that things are going. It's been a bit of a slow burn right now, but they're going to justice. They're going to lay the hammer out. For some of you guys, they might even have to seek legal action to get rid of a third party that they wrap up. Straight up, whatever's going on in their life right now, they are completely all about you. All right? It's kind of like this person's actually doing the work because they do want to be a better person for you. It's like the vibes of someone that would say like, let go and let God, or Jesus take the wheel. But this is somebody that is different than your past people. This person could even be a past person for some of you guys. Maybe you've already tried something. It was just a bit of a false start type of vibe. You know who it is. It's the one on your mind. But that whole let go and let God, Jesus take the wheel thing, it's a bit of an employer-employee matching contribution program, okay? In that if you actually do the work into it to manifest your dreams, your prayers, your wishes, the good Lord will provide sevenfold, all right? But if you just simply just say the cute little phrases or the cute little sayings, but you don't actually put the work into it, 3 of Pentacles, 7 times 0, 0. Ought from ought is ought. And God doesn't contribute. So this person has been wondering this whole time when they're like, man, I've just been trying to go with the flow and God will provide, but why does nothing happen? And God's sitting there going, it's because you're not doing the work. That's what got them to start doing the work. All right? That's why everything goes in that order, that you'll see repeating 3s, then you'll see repeating 5s, then you'll see repeating 7s to let you know, whoa, this is somebody that actually decided to get into it and do the work to take action and come in correct for you. This isn't over for you two, not by a long shot at all. I know they never took your advice when you tried to give it to them before, but they must be like Cancer Virgo, like a human tape recorder, because they heard every word in that Page of Swords. That's what they're replaying that. So they are taking your advice. It was just a bit of a Knight of Pentacles delayed reaction to get them to actually take the action on it. Temperance with the 2 of Cups. Cancer Sagittarius energy. Interesting. I can't wait to see where this goes, because literally there's an energetic warm front coming in. For those of you waiting for Twin Flame reunion, you board up the windows. It's coming. And if it's new vibes, this is letting you know how the first date, the first fight, the first interactions will go. It'll allow you to circumnavigate that reading for my single Leos. I love this for you. I do hope that helps, and I want to get deeper into this. I want to see where this goes going forward. All right, 8 of Swords, they're going to unstick themselves. 7 of Wands, and lead right your way with the Sun card, and your prayers being answered on the 9 of Cups. And guess what? They're totally choosing to do it themselves. The Lovers card on the Wheel of Fortune. Gemini, Cancer, Sagittarius energy. The card of free will to make the choice to do the work. I love this. Told you it's not over yet. Queen of Wands. That's my Violet Jessup card. That girl survived all 3 of the ships. 8 of Wands, the Devil. They're heading away from the Devil, and they're running 5 of Wands right into your arms. I love this for you, Leo. I cannot wait to do your whole reading. All right, so I hope that helps. If you want to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, check out the pinned comment or the QR code right here. It'll take you to the link tree. Otherwise, I will see you on Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern for your individual reading. All right? And I love you, Leo. See you later. And definitely also check out the pinned comment for the announcements, too. That'll take you back to the beginning of the All Signs. So you can see what's coming up, because this Sunday is going to be awesome. All right. Love you, Leo. Perfect. All right, next up, on to the birthday sign. Violet was interesting, Ralph. Violet was, you can't stop that woman. Don't take her on a cruise, but Violet was, dude, check out Melissa's podcast, y'all. Oh my gosh, did you know that they just discovered stuff? They just found Violet Jessup and the Britannic are in the news today. Not the Titanic. Their little sister got in the news. Yeah, Britannic made the news, and they went into Violet Jessup's suite. Oh my gosh, Melissa was here earlier. I should have asked her about that. Melissa, I'm going to text you later and find out more about that. Anyways, they went into Violet Jessup's suite on the Britannic, right? Not the Titanic, not the big, the one sister ship that gets all the news and all the attention and everything just because it sank, whatever. Anyways, the Britannic, the sister that never gets the attention, the sister that gets forgotten, it made the news out of the blue. Oh my gosh. Anyways, that was pretty cool. Okay, the Britannic making news when nobody suspects it. It's so neat, and I still got to find out what they found, but something about Violet Jessup made the news again. All right. Anyways, that was a completely random rambling that nobody cared about. All right, so let's see. Let's go forward into Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. What's up? How you doing? Doop doop doop. It's Virgo's birthday. It's Virgo's birthday. No, apparently I can afford the rights to happy birthday now. So happy birthday, Virgo. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Virgo. Let's use the Grand Theft Auto deck. All right. The original hero deck for the channel before the Biblical Tarot took over and this deck retired. But Six of Cups, guess who's back? All right, let's do it. Wait, that song came out for Gemini. Slim Shady, Eminem. All right, some of you guys might be dealing with Gemini or something, but either way, happy birthday, Virgo. By the way, I was going to save this till after Virgo, but I'm going to pop it here too. But a happy early birthday to our main mod over here on YouTube, Melissa, September 25th, Libra. All right? Something told me to say it now, but I'll probably say it again later. Anyways, okay. Virgo, your timestamp's going to be at 1:42:24. Well, that's kind of a cool repeating thing. I dig that. All right. Let's see what we got for you, Virgo. Hope you're having an awesome birthday, and if you haven't had your birthday yet, I hope that you get to have the best solar return yet, because you totally deserve it. Eat a lot of cake, don't worry about your diet, and just pig out and have a good time, all right? Happy birthday, Virgo, especially if you're here right now hanging out with us, because then you and I are birthday twins. Oh, no, that's right, it's the 16th. I lost track of the time. I'm a September 14th Virgo rising. September 8th Virgo moon, September 14th Virgo rising. So, but hi. All right, tap me in, tune me into Virgo's energy, please, and thank you, God. Give me everything you got for Virgo. What do we have for Virgo, please, and thank you. Virgo. Think about your person, Virgo. All right, let's do it. Give me 2 shuffles. Here we go. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the vivacious. I don't know why I said it that way, but that was kind of cool. The vivacious, Virgolicious, victorious Virgos. Because victory is yours. Here we go. I should have said that with my Rex Harrison accent. Victory is yours. I'll work on it. Anyways, the overall energy, your person's working on their accent too. Do you guys come from different parts of your country or something because the accents are different? I don't know. 5 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, well, whatever language they speak, they're choosing to make an offer to you. Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. You know, very similar to Leo's reading, because things were fine when you guys met, but now it's silence. Because I'm hearing that song by Guilty, somebody that I used to know. And yet they don't want you to be somebody that they used to know. What's up? The 4 of Wands, it's that twin flame. I knew it. 4 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. The 9 of Cups. Some of you guys could be dealing with the twin. Could be a life path number 4 or born on the 4th. But straight up, angel number 444 pops out. The repeating 4s, that's a big sign. Even the Emperor's here. It's part of your boss up vibes. So they ghosted you out of the blue. And then you don't have the slightest idea why they did that. So very similar to the Leo energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Leo. However, there's a plot twist. That's where the similarities end. Just in the fact that things were fine when you guys first met, then they randomly ghosted you out of the blue. But in your case, it's different than the Leo reading, Page of Cups. Yours is about masculine and feminine energies. Because see how the Grand Theft Auto deck has both the masculine and the feminine incarnations on the pages, right? The age difference looks like it was a big factor here. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, Lashana. Thank you, hon. Hey, Shrek. What up, bro? What's up, Infinite Fate? Spinny Hugs, girl. One Silla. What up? I like your screen name. That's cool. Hey, Nicole. Okay. Yeah, this person needed to embrace their masculine and their feminine energies more. They were going in one direction, which led to a little bit of the avoidant energies that they exhibited, for lack of a better term. But it's their usual MO. And you picked up on this right out of the gate. And you gave so much to it up to the point that you couldn't handle anymore. And you almost kind of like supernova empath. And some of you guys, it even turned you guys into a bit of a dark empath. You know, the empath that was taken too much advantage of as a result of the twin flame journey. And you like went quiet and went cold. Because the avoidant, it's literally the vibes off of that collective reading I did. 2 of Swords, Ace of Wands, 5 of Swords. What happens when the empath meets the avoidant? This person picked the addiction over you, didn't they? 5 of Swords on the Ace of Wands, right? I do feel for some of you guys, this Ace of Wands was the vibes that they were a little addicted to that. They would ignore you, ignore your messages, right? The empath, you reaching out, they're avoiding because Ace of Wands. They can leave you unread, but they can hop on and like all the other hot girls or the hot guys' posts, and you've seen their chap snatch scores going up and they're active, and yet they kept 5 of Swords in you, and all you got was the resting 5 of Swords face out of them, right? The 5 stages of grief. Even for some of this, it's almost like that deep down, the 5 of Swords, the Ace of Wands, you never got to know them, right? Some of you guys, the name Allie might resonate to you. Or somebody lives in a home that, like, it's in a neighborhood where there still are alleys, like, or maybe all the garages face the alleyway or something. I hope I'm making sense. That's specific. Anyways, you know what this is? The Ace of Wands? Whoa, yeah, I know, right? 5 of Swords. Literally, as I started to let go of this, the 5 of Swords flipped over. It's telling me that they're getting through the 5 Swords, the 5 stages of grief that the 5 of Swords represents, because you never met this person. You met the addiction. That's why they were so angry and ornery and grumpy and avoidant, because it's kind of like the vibes of, like, if they chose you, maybe some of you guys gave them the ultimatum of, like, it's either the partying or me, the alcohol or me, the drugging or me. I actually, honestly, the biggest thing on this was their player vibes, like a fear of commitment that came out that left you stuck in that situationship where they're like, well, if I commit full-time to Virgo, then I have to give up everything else, and I'm not ready to give up everything else. And some of you guys even got in a relationship, and then instead of making time for you, they would rather be like, it's the weekend, I got to go to the football game with my friends. Or even for my guys, like, oh no, it's girl night. And then the male Virgos are even like, that's weird. You wanted to be involved with me. No, this is male and female Virgos. That you guys are like, interesting. You wanted to be involved with me, but then as soon as you got me, then you don't change, right? Like, well, I got you, but then I got everybody else too. And it's not the vibes I'm pulling off of like, well, hey, I'm just getting to know Virgo Archer and we haven't made it official, so I'm still dating other people. This is the vibe of something that has been very much so official. Some of you guys are even married to this person and yet they couldn't change, right? It's kind of like the vibes I'm seeing. I'm seeing a Virgo looking at like videos online or something, and they're like, it's those videos of like, what does the family of an addict go through? Or like how to seek support for that type of a vibe, okay? So for some of you guys, that might have been like what it was. You felt trapped into it. The on again, off again things, right? Some of this Ace of Wands, because they totally like you. 6 of Cups, and the Page of Wands, and the World card. Some of you guys might even be in the public eye, it looks like. Like somebody here does a podcast or something, or a YouTube channel or something. All right, could be you or them. Some of you guys, it could be both of you guys. I think I'm reading for celebrities here. For 6% of the Virgos here, I'm reading for a celebrity couple. And that's cool, judgment-free zone. Secret safe with me. It's just a job choice, all right? But the World's card, the Ace of Wands, it does feel like work got in the way. And they sure do like watching you walk away, though. Like, go ahead and climb the stairs, Virgo. That's no problem, right? Ace of Wands, they hate to see you go, but love to watch you walk away. That's so gross. But, I did just hear a Virgo like, no, that's okay. It's a turn on. Do you, Virgo? They thought they were ready for this, and now they're feeling guilty that they hadn't fully moved on from some kind of PTSD trauma response to a previous relationship. I gotcha. They totally walked away from the person. It's literally, it's like a really bad remake of the movie Ghost. If Mel Brooks made a parody of the movie Ghost, right? Because it's like not, oh, my love, my darling. The whole thing on this one, there is Two of Swords. It's not a Two of Pentacles or Two of Wands. It's not that the other person is still there. It's the fact that this person beat them to a pulp, and they're still dealing with a little, somebody here might even be active or retired military, because they're still dealing a little bit with the PTSD and the energetical fallout from what the previous relationship did to them. See? Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy. They're just energetically bonded to the fact that they might not feel like they're good enough or ready enough because the person before you beat them to a pulp energetically, not physically, but just to a point that they're straight up telling me, Archer, I am working to see things in life from a better perspective. Then please tell Virgo there's nobody else in my life. It's literally dealing with what that person did to me. And I didn't think I was totally ready when Virgo and I met, but now I like really like Virgo. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. This is somebody making a head over heart decision, big time. And they're, that part, Ace of Wands. They're making that. I got no polite way to say that. Just, you know what I'm going for, right? Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. I forgot I'm reading for Virgo. You guys are smart. It's cool. Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. See how those repeating fours become repeating sixes? Some of you guys are starting to see 666 already, okay? Because in the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, they are so close to the finish line, and you've waited so long for this to change and for this to happen. They are totally wanting another chance with you. Six of Pentacles. Deep down, you would totally entertain this idea if they had actually done the work. They felt like that they were like, oh, they're starting to feel guilt mixed with apologetic energies. They're like, if I had known that what Virgo would say would have triggered me and made me act out like that, I would never have let it happen that way. So this says whatever it was that transpired, their reaction, their response to it was because they didn't expect it. They did not think that what you were saying or asking of them was going to set them off, and it shocked them just as much as you. See how the justice is blind on this one? They're like, I didn't expect it to get that way either. What's up? Hey, Casey Musgraves. What up? I'm sorry, Casey. I was supposed to just... I didn't know. I was supposed to like just acknowledge your fake persona account. You're not Casey Musgraves. Hi, Casey Muscow. I love you. What's up, girl? Spinny hugs. Thanks for playing along. Are you really Casey Musgraves? I totally love Slow Burn. Caitlin sings it better, though. Sorry. It's okay. Hi. Six of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. So, you know how, like, the energies that are coming in around them this week, I think that's what may lead them to finally reaching out and wanting to clear the air with you. Leo Taurus energy on this Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Some of you guys, you or them could even be born on the 6th, the 16th, or the 26th. But the Six of Swords, they're totally coming out of that Five of Swords energy that they made it through the 5 stages of grief. And they're starting to see things in a different, more optimistic perspective with this Aquarius energy. You know what it is? They're talking to someone about reaching out to you already. They're already making sneaky little plans behind the scene, okay? Not bad sneaky ways, just because you don't know what's going on. But like they're making some plans to work on this one, okay? It could just be like a parent, maybe like a married friend, married co-worker. Something in the vibes like, yeah, they're not going to their single friends asking for this advice. They're going to somebody in a relationship that's kind of like getting thrust upon them. This person just happens to be the one that'll help them, also just happens to be the one that's married. Could even be a new friend or a new coworker for those of you that they change jobs. But it could even just be a parent. it's someone who understands relationships with a Six of Swords. That is very rare in today's day and age. Because I mean, guys, I could even be a life coach. But the Six of Swords, that's my card of acceptance after making it through the 5 stages of grief. And that's the thing that's leading them to understand how relationships works better, which is exactly what was needed. That's perfect. Nice. Cancer, Libra, Sagittarius energy is here. 3 of Cups does tell me you guys do wind up getting married. You do not leave this earthly plane single. All right, 3 of Cups, there's a celebration coming in that you're really like toasting this one. No, you know what this is? This is a conversation I'm seeing them having with somebody, right? Like they're going in their phone, showing them a photo of you, right? And there's being like this. You see this? You see this mom or married friend or married person, or you see this Virgo? This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is why I want to make this work. Look at this Virgo. This Virgo's totally worth it. And then this person is being like, wow, that's the Virgo you've been talking about? And your person's like, yep, you see why I want to do this? And then like their friend's like, all right, let's get you ready to talk to your Virgo. And they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. All right. So a little bit of like that scene in The Wizard of Oz where they're getting buffed up, polished up, and getting extra straw stuffed into their outfit. Or maybe somebody's going as the Wizard of Oz for Halloween this year. But this is needed. So in the week ahead, who's ever next this week to take a turn on this, to reach out, the energies will be perfect to press send with the 3 of Cups. That's beautiful. Side note too, for those of you who have been starting to feel kind of like you've been feeling sick lately or something, you're going to start feeling better in the week ahead. You're already through the worst of it, just so you know. Okay? All right? So I hope that helps. Literally, I've got every sign here at this point. Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, Gemini, strong Cancer, Leo, strong Cancer and Aries. A lot of Leo. Aquarius, Gemini, Scorpio, Pisces, and Aquarius. All right. Taurus, if I didn't mention them. Fair enough. Okay, cool. I hope that helps, Virgo. Keep me posted because I know it's a little bumming right now, but that 4 of Wands shows the rewards are literally on the home front. This total glow up and grow up that you've been through has transmitted out energetically over to them. In a little bit of a way, it's forced them to change. They can't figure out why they want to, but they're tying it into you because they're being made perfect for you. Some of you guys are very spiritual because your prayers are totally being answered and worked on right now. It's awesome. All right. And honestly, you've waited this long. Look how close you are to the finish line, the 6 of Wands on this one. Like that dude's holding the lemonade already. You're that close to getting ready to cross the finish line. All right. That's why I really feel it's in the week ahead. Beautiful. All right. So I hope that helps, Virgo. I love you. And I will see you this Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern for your individual collective reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me or would like to check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code over here or use the pinned comment or pinned in bio. It'll take you to the link tree. All right. Otherwise, I'll see you later. And I love you. And have an awesome solar return. Happy birthday, Virgolicious Virgo. Remember, you are the sign known as the anomaly in the Zodiac. You are the most interesting sign in the room. So stay thirsty, Virgo. All right, I love you, Virgo. I'll see you later. All right, awesome, guys. Give me just 30 seconds to stretch my legs really quick, and then we're going to jump into Libra, okay? That's awesome. All right, cool. Everybody, hang out and have a minute. Literally, just 30 seconds just to stretch my legs from sitting here this long. All right, Burb, be right back. And if you do need to go somewhere, it's totally cool. There'll be timestamps posted afterwards so you can come back and check it out too. All right, but be right back. All right, if we're not back in 2 seconds. Thank you. I had an idea. Maybe it's something I could bring up for you or Libra or anybody who has an opinion. But I always thought it'd be cool because this desk's motorized. It goes up and down. I thought I should get one of those the walking treadmills. Actually, it wasn't fully my idea. My Capricorn bestie that I was hanging out with in Nashville this weekend, she had that idea that I should do stand up with that little walking treadmill, the workman desk setup. I think that might be cool. And then I wouldn't have to walk away just to go and do a walk around and then come back. Might be cool. I don't know. You are right, Mac. Thank you to everybody on TikTok for those likes. That is awesome. I love you guys very much so. Spinny hugs for everybody. And thank you to everybody for all the likes here in the live stream too on YouTube. You guys are awesome. Facebook, Instagram, all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. But yeah, wouldn't that be kind of cool? I thought that'd be kind of neat too. All right. See, Libra, you are up. You ready? Let's go for it. Thank you guys for letting me have that break. But yeah, if I just set that up that way, I could just stay here and do it. And I can adjust everything to up like that, Right, Emily? It might be kind of neat. I don't know if you guys would know it or just wonder why I was doing this the whole time I was reading the cards or something. I don't know. But it'd be kind of... Why am I rambling for Libra? Why do I always just wander off track when it comes to Libra? I'm sorry. Sorry, Libra. Hey, Libra, speaking of which, hold on. Let's get you a timestamp. Okay. I'm with you, Miss Jolie. I totally love the mods too. Ms. Angelina Jolie. We got Casey Musgraves and Angelina Jolie here tonight. That is so cool. Thanks for being here, Miss Jolie. I totally love you. Libra, let's do yours, your timestamp at 2:03:53, okay? We're going to grab the Biblical Tarot. And right out of the gate, happy early birthday, Libra. And also a very special birthday shout out for the main mod on the YouTube channel, Melissa. Check out her channel in the Archer Network on the homepage, Sunshine Intuitive Tarot. It's an awesome channel that's getting started and taking off, so get in on the ground floor with Melissa. And happy early birthday to you, Melissa. Spinny hugs to the modest with the mostest. All right, thank you for everything you do for the channel, and I hope you have an awesome solar return. As do you, Libra. Happy early birthday. I like being the sign that says it first to you guys, so happy early birthday. All right, let's tap in, tune in. Think about your person, Libra, and let's see what we got. All right, God, what do we have for Libra's energy, please? Give me everything you got for Libra and their person, please, and thank you. What do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra? Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Their head's in a whirl a little bit for you. See how the cards kind of spiraled? That's kind of neat. All right, let's go. Give me 2 shuffles. Let's do it. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the lovable, lovely Libras. Case dismissed. Overall energy is the 2 of Pentacles. This card's kind of making the rounds tonight for the week ahead. This tells me a lot of people, a lot of the cross watchers that have been having a hard time making decisions, they make decisions this week. You're cross watcher, you're one of them. Libra, your person's one of them. See, I got excited off the Fool card. Fresh start, brand new. And can we get through the energies of the past, address what needs to be addressed, and then move forward, not to start over, but to start new with the Ace of Wands, because they still totally love you. There's still a spark between the two of you guys. No wonder you can't get them off your mind. They totally like what you got to offer. And with the 6 of Cups, some of you guys either have children, or if you wanted children with them, they wanted it with you too. 3 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. The only thing that's in their way, the 5 of Swords, is themselves. Whatever third-party energy they picked over you before, because remember, 3 of Swords, it's not a person, it's a noun. Person, place, or thing, Libra energy, all right? Some of you guys, it's straight up, their mindset had to change, all right? Maybe yeah, totally, because I'm hearing Carly Simon. Your person, Libra, was so vain, they thought Carly wrote the song about them, right? It's a humbling ego death. That's what we're feeling. Page of Wands, they're coming. Some of you guys, you or them could actually be a singer. The Hanged Man and the 6 of Wands. I told you they're coming for you. That's Jericho coming in on this one. That's Caitlin Petty making it through downtown Broadway traffic with 10 minutes to spare getting to CMA Fest. And anybody who knows Nashville knows that's impossible. But, wow. I'll tell you what. The changes your person's going through are giving me so much hope in this one that I might entertain the idea that it could be possible to raise the Titanic. It's not. But in this energy, it totally could. Because they were denying their feelings for you, just like Peter denied Jesus, and they're living to regret it, just like Peter lived to regret it, right? And then he got the job as God's right-hand man. That's why it's St. Peter got that job. St. Peter's like, is that why I got the job, God? And God's like, just hush. I told you couldn't watch Archer until you found Ozzy as Cloud. Right? Nine of Swords. Three of Cups in the Chariot. They were fighting real love for you. Cancer energy in the wedding at Cana that comes in. So it's like this person has never felt feelings this deep before. And it totally put them out of their comfort zone. And it's not that standard 101 tarot energy, okay? Some of you guys might have been noticing a lot of AI tarot and kind of getting over that message. This person has literally never fallen for anybody the way they fell for you. So I can't say something like, oh wow, they were with somebody before you that hurt them, put their heart on ice, and da da da. No, they've been in relationships, they've loved people. They're realizing that they're in love with you. They have literally never been in love before. Therefore, right now, they are going through and experiencing feelings that they literally have no clue what they are. Straight up. Like, they're coming to me right now being like, Archer, I could be having a stroke. Like, my heart's beating weird, and I keep thinking, I'm like, you're not. It's actually that you're in love. Trust me, if this person has a legit medical condition, this person will still call 911 on it, okay? Don't worry, I'm not diagnosing anything. It's just the fact that they've literally never processed this. It's like when you buy a shoe cabinet from IKEA, and IKEA really thinks those instructions are going to help you. Apparently it works in Denmark. I don't know, but it don't work here. Anyway, Two of Wands. With the Two of Pentacles, they know they made the wrong decision. And the vibes off of it is that, because you provided them with a fun relationship. Some of you or them could be a life path number 2, born on the 2nd, 22nd, or seeing a lot of repeating 2s. All right? But that's what it is. They didn't realize a relationship could be fun, which is why they never fell in love with anybody before you. And they figured, well, you know, this is how it's been going my whole life, so this isn't going to be any different. They were so used to it that it's what messed this up and sabotaged it. To the point that even I'm sitting here going, what? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy that came out a little bit. You know what I mean? Leo, Pisces energy on this one. Strong Cancer. Aries energy, Gemini's here. Could even be another Libra for some of you guys. But that's a big part of this one because literally they're telling me on this Page of Wands, nobody could ever perk them up like you. And they really regret and feel bad that they treated you like everybody else that they'd been involved with beforehand because they literally did not understand it, okay? Like, it's almost like they took that IKEA shoebox cabinet, table, side table, coffee table thing and chucked it out because they were like, this doesn't even, I don't know how to put this together. I don't understand. Yeah, I'm going to chuck it, right? That sort of a thing. Two of Wands, and they regret making that decision. I actually think that they're calling on help from somebody. Could be a family member or something. You or them could be born on the 7th or the 9th, the 3rd, maybe the 30th. The 26th is here, so is the 11th and the 21st. Sits on this top row of cards. Knight of Cups. Very interesting love connection between the two of you guys. It's kind of like if I was asking you straight out, what's up with it? You'd be like, Archer, it's complicated. I feel you. The Emperor on the 10 of Pentacles. This is a massive ego death that we're experiencing. Okay? Knight of Cups to the Knight of Wands. It's kind of like you provided them with the fun relationship where you perked them up and stuff, but it's almost like they're addicted to drama because of the past relationships, or maybe like their job is like, and it's like, so a relationship that's stable doesn't compute to them. It doesn't make sense. And you provided that. And they weren't used to it. 6 of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles. This person had to grow up at a young age. For some of you guys, very similar to you. I think you guys, it's not so much that it's like you've been through a mirroring stage with this person, but you've made it through that stage with the Chariot. Because remember, in traditional Rider-Waite, the Chariot's what the Emperor, look at him sitting here, drives into a great battle that they return victoriously from, which tells me that, like, it's not so much that you're at that phase, but it's elevating into the next phase. So you offered them an offer that was so stable that it scared them off because it took them out of the comfort zone, and now they're working to try and get used to it. I hope that makes sense. That was a lot. Cancer, Aries energy. Dude, why is the Cancer, Aries energy so strong tonight? It's like everywhere. That's totally got my Virgo moon pinged. I gotta know about that. That's an anomaly. Anomalies bug me. Much like trying to build an IKEA table. Like that, right? 10 of Pentacles. Somebody here works for IKEA, and that's kind of cool, actually. The King of... Man. It's the Knight of Wands, but it's coming in as a King of Wands energy with this Emperor energy rubbing off on it, which is somebody maturing and growing up. So the age difference seems like it was a big part of the problem. The bigger part of the problem, basically, it's like they're detoxing from drama, if that makes sense, okay? They're so used to having a drama-filled life and a drama-filled workplace. Some of you guys, they could be in the public eye, could be an entertainer, musician, on television. I could even be reading for a Hollywood couple for some of you guys. But the thing on this is that it's like they had to detox from the drama. And like, maybe like, I think they're worried that something you said or did is something that they can't come back from, like they crossed a line or something. Capricorn energy. Maybe for some of you guys, it was the vibes on that Queen of Pentacles that your stability threatened them, therefore they tried to talk you down in the Six of Cups to kind of like dull your shine a little bit and bring you down to their level, right? And that way, I don't want to see this card yet, hold on. And that way, see, that's taking control. Anyhow, I'm okay. Anyways, the thing on this is that it's something that you said or worried has them quiet, but it's totally not you, it's them, okay? Literally trying to get this person to focus is like trying to raise the Titanic. Okay. I want to switch decks. It's the Queen of Wands with Judgment. Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, Taurus energy. Aries as well. It's the Violet Jessup card. As I'm saying, I want to switch decks. Judgment on the High Priestess. This person is completely changing it up in the Four of Cups. Cancer energy. You don't suspect it. It's like that one last ditched attempt or effort. That someday, somebody somewhere is going to make an announcement that they legitimately have a way to raise the Titanic or part of the Titanic or the Titanic. I don't, just because I'm saying it's impossible, it just means the technology is not here yet to do it. Four of Pentacles into the Three of Swords and the King of Pentacles with the Star card. Yeah, some of you guys, they do actually feel like you're from a totally different planet with the Ten of Swords, and they've tried really hard to suss you out behind the scenes, and it's not working. You're a bit of an enigma to them. Three of Swords. It is totally witnessing a crazy ego death. Look at how they're so worried about status, and they're so worried about clout and keeping up with the Joneses, right? Some of you guys, they've changed their name, or they have a persona. King of Pentacles. Definitely an age difference, though. John Jacob Astor here, the richest man on the ship, who also had a very, very, very much younger wife, Madeline, that was with him, okay? This person was non-committal. And yet with you, they see, I told you, they see stability. They see something good with you. King to the Queen of Pentacles. It's one of those things of like, there's no way it could have worked in their old mindset. Come here. Some of you guys are totally watching Titanic, or it's on your must-watch list, okay? I'm going to spoil it for you. It sinks. I did that back in when the movie first came out. I was the older friend in the group, so I already had, and I had a big car, right? It was older Methuselah. It was a land yacht, but it was comfy. So I was the one that had to drive. And I was the goober that was already a Titanic nut that when that movie first came out, even in 1997, I did that to the people like, this is going to, especially the girls that were in the group. My guys' friends, their girlfriends and that were like, oh, Leonardo's so dreamy. It's going to be such a great movie. And I'm like, have you opened a history book? No, why? What do you mean? I'm like, oh, you're going to hate the ending to this thing. Some of those people still to this day won't speak to me. Anyways, I digress. I don't care. Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands. I had a car. This one here is telling me, I think they're moving in your direction. I think they might have to change hands or move or relocate to come and be with you, because 1 minute they're all over you, and the next day they're totally like quiet and on their own and elusive, right? The Empress on the Emperor and the King of Pentacles on the Queen of Pentacles. This person's realizing that they became a self-fulfilling prophecy on the Seven of Swords and that they self-sabotaged the greatest thing they would ever had. And it's because of the fact that since they didn't know what in love was, because they never had felt this deep for anyone else, didn't know how to build the IKEA coffee table shoe cabinet thing. I don't know. Just go with it. Some of you guys are in real estate. So they tried to build it using like big power tools and they didn't know how to use it, so to speak. Just go with the analogy, okay? It's the vibe of like, okay, I have to build this IKEA kit. I need a chainsaw and a jackhammer. And I'm like, you need a screwdriver and a wrench. That's it, right? And so they self-sabotaged on it, but they're being drawn back. I do see one of these, I've had an error type of a thing. They were just so non-committal that they focused on the work and the money. And they were straight up, they were one of the 80% of people in this world that were saying, that's it, I'm done. I'm just doing me Four of Pentacles because I've been through so many Three of Swords events that and they self-sabotage themselves on this. And God's like, we gave you Libra. Oh my gosh, what did you do? I'm not picking on IKEA. I actually like IKEA, Ralph. You are right though, needs a lot of glue. Be like, there's always spare parts, and yet I double check. I'm like, it's built, it's assembled, but okay. I have a really cool Ziploc full of spare IKEA parts, whatever. Anyways, I'm not picking on IKEA. I'm totally open to sponsorships. Okay. Anyhow, you're totally making them doubt their decisions. And I even did a Five of Swords gritting my teeth because they're like, I want to reach out to Libra, but I can't because I totally shot myself in the foot on this one, Archer. I don't know how to make good on it. It's a total change of heart. It's a total change of programming in their mind, though, Libra. That's the thing. You two might even work together. Or you're in the same... this could be like... I could be doing a celebrity reading right now. I could be reading for a celebrity couple or somebody that's in the public eye. It might only be a few percentage, but I dig it with the Three of Wands. It's like they know what they did to watch. Look, see, he's watching the ship sink and being like, yep, I knew it. They shot themselves in the foot on this one. Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles with Violet. What made me change car? It's my girl. What's up? I told you not while I'm working. Violet. I know. Melissa told me about it. They went in your room on the ship. I'm going to check it out later. It's really awesome. And I got to finish reading for Libra right now. I'll talk to you later. Stop it. Eight of Wands. They're literally coming your way when you don't suspect it. Literally, it's going to be one of those vibes like, look, I'm working and you want to talk now? And they're like, well, this is the only way I can get a hold of you. And you're like, oh my gosh. They might even do it to be like cute and embarrassing. That whole vibe, okay? But the thing on this is that they totally want to work this out with you. That's why you've been feeling the energy anyways with the Eight of Wands, okay? Because they, like the survivors knew that the Carpathia was coming before it got into the view. They saw the flares they sent off and that. So the energy you've been feeling would be accurate. It's not you. That's their energy. It's them. It's not your hopes you're getting up. It's their hopes getting up as they get ready to get serious and stop acting like a child and come in and man up or woman up and take their responding emperor or empress, that's you, by the hand. I hope that makes sense with that. It might be a really childish expression of love to break the ice because they aren't sure of another way to go. But either way, it still brings in a King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Emperor, Empress energy. All right, that's a divine union between the two of you guys. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Emperor, Empress. Oh my gosh, that's massive. I love this for you. Your reading is going to be epic this week. All right, so subscribe, hang out, and we'll be doing your reading will be on Libras after Virgo, so you'll be Friday this week at 5 p.m. Eastern. Cool. Then we'll get back to regularly scheduled programming. All right. Otherwise, though, I love you, Libra, and keep me posted because you all aren't going to feel like you're single for long now. That's the thing. It's almost like God is telling you right now that, hey, take advantage of this silent time, rest, eat right, Being told some of y'all aren't eating right. Mom wants you to eat right. I don't know why I'm saying it this way, but it's literally like, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys had a mom that was like a broken record about making sure you ate right. Or something. I had an Aries dad that was a broken record about, they're braking, Archer, stop, they're braking. And I'm like, I'm good, Dad. I know how to drive. Why did you ask me to drive? If you, anyways, I hope that all helps. There's a message in there for everybody. All right, I'll see you later, Libra. If you would like to book a reading with me or check out the other stuff the channel offers, just scan the QR code or check out the pinned comment or the link pinned in the bio. All right. Otherwise, I love you and I will see you later. Okay. Next up, hold on, that doesn't go there. Hold on, my Virgo moon will not let me put these in the wrong spot. There we go. Once they're assigned a spot, they must stay there. Okay. How you doing, Miss Jolie? What up, Miss Angeline Jolie? I know, right? Miss Jolie's like, thank God, I know. Poor Libra has been waiting for, oh, that's a sun card. That's cute. That's cool. All right, what up? We've had a lot of celebrities here tonight. It's cool, cool. Queen Tiki Tarot's here, all right? She's really big in Sweden right now. It's cool. Miss Angelina Jolie's here, and you know we love Miss Jolie. I love and adore Miss Jolie. And Casey Musgrave showed up August 21st. Favorite Leo vibes. Dig it. Do follow your arrow. Anyways, I'm really, whoa, either Libra or Scorpio is dealing with somebody with ADHD. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the reading, let's see what's up for Scorpio. And thank you to everybody that's here. All right. Love that like for you guys. You totally deserve it. Hey, Lisa, what's up? Hey, Desiree. Thanks for coming in, Tess. What's up? Mac, Melissa, all the mods. Thank you guys for everything you do for the channel. Okay, let's grab the banner for Scorpio, and there we go. All right. I want to use the Archer deck. Okay, dig it. Let's go for it. You ready? Oh, 6 of Wands. You are totally ready, Scorpio. Cool. All right, your timestamp's going to be at 2:24:20. All right, let's dig in and see what we got. I got it. There we go. What's up, Scorpio? Thank you very much for being here, too. I love you. All right, and definitely subscribe, hang out if you want to, because we'll be doing your live collective reading this coming Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, okay? And to find out why the schedule's off this week, check out the timestamps. It'll give you the first timestamps, the announcement, or just listen to like the first 3 minutes of the All Signs. Easy peasy. No timestamp needed. Because Frankie gets all the cool timestamps. Okay, it's cool. Let's go. Woo! As I'm saying let's go, your major arcana takes the energy at the deck as we get the deck pop. The Strength card, the 9 of Swords, the Tower, and the 6 of Swords. Okay, this person, even in the silence, is realizing that the fact that they would not see things your way. We have a little bit of give and take, a little bit of compromise. That's what led to a complete tower in their side of things. Not a massive ego big thing, just a little ego death needed in order to start seeing things from another perspective. Okay, and it's very strong fixed energy. Aquarius and Leo, Scorpio's here, but then you got Gemini and Aries. Like it. All right, let's see where it goes, because when my deck pops, that means it's ready. So Scorpio, you know what's up. Scorpio, Scorpio. Oh my God, I forgot to sing to Leo. Sorry, Leo. It's Scorpio, Scorpio. Wherefore art thou, O Scorpio? 'Tis the east, and Scorpio is the sun. Would a Scorpio by any other name, even a Leo, still be just as sweet? Oh my God, yeah, totally. You're Scorpio. You reminded me I forgot to sing to Leo. We'll get around to it. All right, hang tight, Leo. We'll get around to it. All right, let's go. Give me everything you got for Scorpio. Think about your person, Scorpio. All right, 2 shuffles. Let's go. At some point in everybody's life, they've dealt with a Leo. All right, 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the super successful, smart, sexy, and every other word that starts with an S except stupid Scorpios. I got your back. Told you. Let's go. Over energy is the 3 of Swords, and this person did not have your back, and that's the problem. 3 of Swords, Page of Wands. Their childish bullying was a problem, wasn't it? Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. And it's like they tried to hold you down or slow you down from your advancement instead of them rising up to your level. This is a massive ego death we're seeing on that 3 of Swords, okay? Remember, the 3 of Swords is a noun. It doesn't have to be a person. It can be a person, place, or thing. This is an ego death. This is an ego death, Miss Jolie. All right. Interesting. Let's see what's up. Let's watch this unfold. 4 of Cups. Okay. See, they've already cast you out. But in the Three of Wands, the Seven of Swords, they're already trying to make plans to figure out how to fix this. Somebody here could be like a project manager of some kind. You know what? They were so insecure themselves. That's why they felt like if they made you insecure, you'd be on the same level as them, because in the Three of Wands, they've been delaying about like leveling up for some time now. They have put this particular level up, they've put this off for 3 lifetimes. Okay? That's why in this lifetime you guys got together, because they're like, we need Scorpio's help on this one. They're a little bit stubborn, and Scorpio can out-stubborn anybody, which actually is one of my favorite traits of yours. I love that about you. All right, Two of Pentacles. Well, I love tarot. As I'm being like, I was just talking about you, and the Death card spun out and laid over the Seven of Swords. I told you. I love that. Okay, anyhow. All right. You can totally out-Scorpius, out-stubborn anybody. And even that Seven of Swords, you're like, yep, I concur. I'm a Scorpio and I approve this message. I love it. Into the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups normally would be like an unconditional love or a real love for you. The Queen of Cups pours that cup of love out onto everybody. I'm pulling the one energy off of this that's very rarely talked about, all the way back into Tarot de Marcel days, when the Queen of Cups represented forgiveness. Forgiving oneself for what you allowed other people in your life to do to you, and for the person on your mind to find that energy, the cardinal energy, the power needed to have an ego death and apologize. All right? This is telling me that you guys actually forgave this person before they did what they did, which also tells me a little bit of the energy is that you kind of knew what they were doing. Interesting. That's interesting. It's kind of, it is. It's totally kind of like the vibes of the people in my life, all right? Anybody in my life that's blocked me out, right, and thinks they got the upper hand, they don't realize with the Seven of Swords, I was burnt out on them already, and it was very much from my sales manager training back in the good old days, so to speak. It was don't fire them, make them quit. Anybody that's blocked me, it's because I very craftily wanted them to and planned it all out. And I feel like you're in a very similar vibe. You might have some strong Cancer in your chart. I actually think that was a little bit of my Virgo placements, but I'm unsure. I don't know. Anyhow, no, I think my Cancer placement's getting credit for that. But anyways, yeah, my Cancer placements, like Archer, yeah, let me have credit for something. Three of Wands. Could have been dealing with an Aries or a Cancer. But the thing on it is, it's almost like that because like either the age difference or that you got more life experience, it's like you knew what they were doing, right? And they thought you didn't. Five of Wands, Leo energy on the Page of Wands, more Leo energy with that Three of Swords returning on the Five of Swords, right? They were trying to bring you to their level, and that's why they kept trying to bully you and like make you self-doubt yourself and down-talk you. It was like because they didn't want to do the work to come out of runner energy, Five of Wands, which represents that training to be ready and prepared to achieve a Six of Wands success. Instead, it was much more easier to do it their way. Because this would take them out of a comfort zone. They'd have growing pains. They'd have to learn something, right? They'd also have to sacrifice and give up something, right? Three of Swords on the Page of Wands. And they're like, no, I still want to play. See, like, this person is very, very worried about what everybody else thought about them, right? And they were so insecure about it themselves, Three of Swords. It's that they felt by making themselves out to be better than everyone else around them, that would make you like them more. But they didn't realize it was a total turnoff because it got in the way, all right? Something clouded their mind or clouded their judgment. Maybe they were battling an addiction or just still dealing with a traumatic loss from before, the Five of Swords, all right? That's the 5 stages of grief that is what gave your person that resting Five of Swords face, that they tried to rub it off onto you, but you stopped them in the King of Swords. The King of Swords uses their words wisely, thinks before speaking. It's actually my favorite king in the tarot, all right? Yeah, Ten of Wands on the Judgment card, Scorpio, Sagittarius energy. It's maybe some of you guys are dealing with a Sag. They might have some strong Sagittarius in their chart. It's kind of like they didn't know how to process their feelings for you, and yet they turned this into a bit of like a self-fulfilling prophecy with the Ten of Wands on the Judgment card. That by Two of Pentacles making you out to be the villain in their story, all right, right? That's a sweet bike. It's like a sledgehammer. She take it off some sweet jumps, right? Something about Napoleon Dynamite might resonate to you. The thing on this is that they were so scared about getting into a real commitment or a real relationship for fear of failure. So they would do things, Two of Pentacles, that they thought were showing you they had feelings, because it's the only way that they ever knew how to actually get someone's attention. And this goes clear back to their childhood, Six of Cups on the Judgment card, because it's kind of like the vibes of like this person, maybe they came from and I've never understood this either. Maybe they came from a family where it's like children should be seen and not heard. It's like, why did you want to have kids then at that point, you know? But whatever it is, they have felt like they were standing in the middle of a crowded room screaming ever since they were a child. And this has become their program learned behavior over the years in order to get attention, to get affection, to get love, right? If I go clear 6 cups, if I go clear all the way back to their baby, 6 weeks, 6 months old, their parents would be like, Archer, that kid would cry all night long, wouldn't sleep, I didn't know what to do. I'm like, wow, did you go in and like try to coddle the baby or something like that? Did you help a little bit? Or did you just sit in the bedroom going, oh my God, I want the kid shut up? And they're like, well, the second one, wasn't that right? I'm like, well, that explains why Scorpio's person is the way they are. Thank you. All right. Queen of Cups. I think a parent got in the way of this one, right? Somebody that like, I don't know, form of like the parents, like somebody doing what their parents tell them to, but then the parents use it to their advantage. It's weird. And because they were raised that way, then they're like, well, I thought that was how it works. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. You know, I'm trying to help here, you know. Cancer, why do I say you know so much? If you knew, you wouldn't be here. Archer, pay attention. Sagittarius energy. Aries is pretty strong too, but Cancer too. The cardinal signs are really showing up for everybody tonight. It's kind of cool. That's definitely a cardinal sign knows how to take decisive action. That's the thing. It's a little bit of like, shoot first, shoot more, and then after everybody's gone, try to ask a question or two. Death card. This person, they've done a complete 180. Which, thank goodness, because they did a complete 360, they'd still be going in the wrong direction. Somebody really doesn't understand math or something, right? I laugh when I hear that, when I Page of Swords, because every tarot reader watches tarot, duh, right? And I like, oh my gosh, your person has done a complete 360. I'm like, wait, that's all the way around. That means they're right back where oh God, you don't want, your person's doing a complete 180 and coming back your way. Maybe they just sucked at math. I don't know. See? But they're following the blueprint exactly. It's a bit of this person being the rib from Adam. With the Empress card on the star card. You know what the big thing on this is? This person never realized that was required. Okay? Like maybe this person is one of the ones that always believe like you have to be fully healed, fully done, and ready to go before you get involved with someone, right? We're never really fully done learning our life's lessons. There's always tests. There's always lessons we'll face every day. Some are big, some are small. You know, you lose your keys. Doesn't always have to be something major. That this person needed to actually work through that part of the energy, okay? Because in their mind, it's like they didn't realize that they happen to be their DNA, their blueprint, their choice when they came into this lifetime, okay, is that they do require someone to feel complete, because we are always learning lessons. We never stop learning lessons. There's always level ups and awakenings, right? It's never about being perfect or being 100%. It's being at a point where you're ready for that person to compliment you, not complete you. You know, it's literally like the energy of trying to hook up a semi-trailer to a Ford Ranger. Somebody here drives a Ford Ranger, right? And a Ford Ranger is awesome. They run forever. I'm a Jeep guy, but I'm not going to lie. Rangers are pretty incredible. Not to lie, pretty impressed. However, they can't tow a semi-trailer. This person is changing their mindset with the death card to realize that they're at a stage where they're ready to have someone in their life, that they're humans. Maybe this has been something that's been going on since COVID for some of you guys when we were all forced into isolation, which completely messes up the human mindset, right? We're humans. We're supposed to interact with people, not be cooped up and locked inside these four walls. Anyways, the star card to the Lover's card, okay? they were meant to find their way through this. You were meant to meet them and awaken. Your rewards for this are very similar to my Knight Rider car, in the fact that I know I've built 3 of these things over the years, okay? And the one I build next, it's the one I drive forever. Complete rebuild, the perfect parts. The body and paint's gonna take forever, but I know that once I get the car back, it's gonna be like chef's kiss perfection. This person is going through so many changes and awakenings right now that they literally are getting to a point of chef's kiss perfection, where your order to the cosmic kitchen has been ordered and is being prepared perfectly. All right? Somebody might even work in the restaurant industry, but their fear at this point, I think like some of you guys, either you or them are both in the public eye somehow. Maybe this is the person that got you into tarot or brought you to tarot finally returning, the original runner, so to speak. Some of you guys might even have a channel here online. And it's that energy of remembering those days and those times. They're more worried about clout chasing than keeping up with the Joneses, right? And you are more worried about nurturing and finding your way and helping them. Because it's like that they just treated you like everyone else and you weren't digging it. And you you had to go a little nomadic. Move, relocate, live off the grid. Some of you guys even shut down social media, right? Look at that. Went camping, went on vacation. Some of you guys might even be making plans to go camping or traveling. But it's almost like you did it in order to teach them a lesson. They are still looking for that hoodie that you have, by the way. Cancer Libra energy on that one. I won't tell them. I didn't see nothing. Okay, the age difference is a big problem. All right, and the upbringing seems to be a big factor too, though, into things, because like they were always so fearful of failure. That's why they were always so scared about never getting into a real commitment. But the biggest factor on this is definitely the difference in your guys' upbringing. And that's what they're thinking about in order to realize the way they were raised. That's been the problem all along in their love life, their work life, the way they judge everybody. It's a massive ego death. Leo energy's here, Aquarius, Cancer, Gemini, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn. Ooh, more Aquarius. Strong Leo and Aquarius vibes on this. Leo, more Leo. Leo. Oh my gosh. And then you got Gemini again, Taurus energy, and pretty strong Capricorn too. But the vibes on this one is that, here's the thing. I really feel like it's the energy that they're like 17 or so % done. Somebody here might even be born, you or them, on the 7th, the 17th. Something about July 17th might even resonate to you. The 5th, the 25th comes out, the 13th, the 4th, the 14th or 24th. Maybe somebody here is even a life path 3 or 4. Also the 13th, maybe somebody has a tattoo of the number 13. There's something about a tattoo that resonates. Like I'm really being told to ask about your tattoo. The High Priestess on the Justice card. Yeah, ask about the tattoo. Ooh. They're getting ready to take some serious action on this one. And what it is, they're going to reach out to brag about all the work that they've done. Okay. So they're like 88% done baking, so to speak. Okay? The order, maybe it's like the cook put it up a little early and is like, they're eggs. They'll finish cooking from the heat lamps. Or I don't know. Somebody definitely works in a restaurant because that's a lingo that not many people know. But it's going to be a little bit of that Scorpio. I've changed and done this, and I've realized it, and I've been through an awakening, and I've been getting help and going to therapy. So they're still going to reach out and brag a little bit about all the work they've done, right? They haven't learned that nobody likes a bragger yet. Leo energy on this one, but it's all right. It's kind of like when J. Bruce Ismay was bragging about the Titanic. He was just really proud of what he did. And they are just, that's what it, Leo energy, that's what it is. They're just really, really proud. Right? Like, remember how Elizabeth Ryerson, wasn't that who it was? That was like, I overheard Bruce Ismay talking to Captain Smith. It's that whole scene in the movie, right? And it was so misinterpreted that he was like demanding that Captain Smith like speed the ship up and get into New York on Tuesday night. It didn't play out that way. If you actually look into the testimonies and you hear Ismay's testimony, even Lord Mersey's little secret diary of notes, some of you guys, I see what you write in your diary. But it's good stuff. You're manifesting, okay? Because Lord Mersey had a secret diary, too, of the trial. that they had just recently, about around COVID time, 2020, they unearthed it and opened it up. But the notes that come out on this one is that Ismay totally explained to him, he was just bragging about his new boat. He owned the largest moving object in the world at the time. Honorable mentions to JP Morgan. That's a whole nother rabbit hole we aren't going down right now. All right. But he was just bragging of like, wouldn't it be amazing if the Titanic makes it into New York? I'm so excited about my big boat. It's really cool. Look at my big boat, right? That's all it was. It wasn't trying to boss the captain around. This is a big lesson in perceived value, okay? What I'm seeing is that they will be totally reaching out to brag about all that work, right? And it'll be your choice based on your diaries, your notes, your moon water, and your manifestations. You'll have the choice with the Lover's card if you want to get back to working on this with them and continue the lesson forward together. It does wind up being your free will choice with the Justice card, and I love that for you. Because remember, the Lover's card, it was originally called the Choice back in the days of Tarot de Marcel, but it's major arcana. These are major planetary shifts that we don't have control over. Notice how it totally feels like it's Mercury retrograde, no matter how much we don't want it to feel that way. We can't stop these. It's not just about the simple day-to-day choices that we make in life. This is about the grand choice that your soul set with God, that He is currently lining up your intentions, your footsteps on your path in order to get you to the outcome that is in the plan you've manifested. All right? You and this person will work things out to come together, and whose ever turn it is to make the first move on this one, the energy will be right in the week ahead that they will be divinely guided to take said action. And I love that for you. All right? I hope that helps, Scorpio. That's a deep reading, but that was a good one. Oh my gosh, this week ahead is going to be so much better than what you've been doing right now. Looking back on that and reflecting, you're literally going to feel like it's 2021 again. Like, I'm being told that's when times were good and you were fun. Or maybe it's just a Scorpio. It's like, I was younger and prettier. You're still pretty. Don't you say that. That's negative self-talk. Spinny hugs. I love you. All right. We'll get deeper into this into your collective reading. That'll be coming up on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Otherwise, in the meantime, if you want to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code up over here and it'll take you to the link tree. All right. It's also in the pinned comment and pinned in my bio. Otherwise, until next time, I'll see you later. And I love you, Scorpio. Okay, that was a good reading. Scorpio, you've given me some doozies too. I love that the week ahead is going to look so much better for you. I'll dig it. It's cool vibes. Hey, Carly, what up? Spinny hugs. Hey, Mr. Bear, right on time. It's time for Sagittarius. Let's do it to it. What's up, Sag? All right, let me see here. Let me grab the right banner. And thank you to everyone here, to the 241 in the chat. Love that like for you. You guys totally deserve it. I have missed you guys. It feels so good to get down and be reading with you guys. Don't forget, there's another special All Signs coming up this coming Sunday, September 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern. Me and Frankie are doing another collab together. We're going to have an awesome time. We go way back, and we are looking so forward to it. All right. Sagittarius. Let's see. Okay, cool. Let's use the Beatles deck for you. I want to use the Beatles deck again. I haven't used it since Aries. Knight of Pentacles. Even the Beatles are like, wow, about time you got back to me. Don't worry. Oh, got back to me. That's a pun. Oh, thanks, Biological Paul. That's funny. Okay, let's just do this. Let's go for it. Sagittarius, you'll be at 2:45:55. All right? So let's tap in and see what we got. Hey, Sag, except for the Sagittarius is that no, you always go to the timestamp and then you scroll back a little bit to see what was actually getting talked about. Everybody does it, Sag. It's cool. All right. Meanwhile, what's up, Sagittarius? How are you doing? I've missed you. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius, your live collective reading, it's going to be coming up this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, so I hope to see you back here for that. But in the meantime, think about your person, and let's see what we've got for Sagittarius, because as you know, I have been affectionately called the Sag Whisperer, all right? My name is Archer, so I'm here for you, all right? So let's tap in and tune in and see what we got. Told you I'm on your team. All right, let's see. We have the Two of Pentacles reversed to the Strength card and the World card. And I got to totally cover this World card up because I won't draw on these cards. They're collectibles. Sorry, Melissa. I didn't mean to draw on the first deck. I was younger. I think the age difference might be an issue for some of you guys. The Two of Pentacles, though, that's telling me that this person is, it's the energy of the movie Titanic where Rose says to Jack, I changed my mind. This person has changed their mind. The Strength card, the only reason they're holding back right now is because they are very nervous if you are even willing to entertain talking to them after what they did. Straight up, all right? But World's card here, they fear you've closed the cycle with them, and that Two of Pentacles, with it reversed, I have a feeling that the eclipse is going to eclipse out the fears and get them to address what happened, okay? With you. So let's find out. All right, let's go. Sagittarius, give me everything you got for Sagittarius. Let's do it. Nice. Eventually we're going to cut the deck. The Devil to the Magician. I told you this person's choosing to change. And I can't show you the Devil card either because it's got John and Yoko's Two Virgins album cover on it. So if you want to know why I can't show you the Devil card, look it up. But the Magician, they're literally choosing it. Ten of Swords, because they're tired of overthinking the connection. They just know they want to be with you. All right, so let's go. Give me 2 shuffles. Let's do this, Sag. You ready? Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the super successful Sagittarius, the only sign worthy of 5 syllables. Here we go. Page of Pentacles. Told you they want to talk to you. They see you as an angel for even dealing with them, coming into their life, very much like Paul dealing with Heather here. Some of you guys may have adopted kids, possibly, or look after kids that might be like nieces or nephews or step-siblings or something. Ace of Swords, stepkids, 8 of Pentacles, maybe somehow through work or something. Some of you guys might work with this person. Let's see what's up. Ooh, whoa. The Queen of Cups, the Empress, and the Page of Swords. I told you this person sees you as a blessing in their life. You're a bit of the angel that showed up to pull them out of a very dark time. This is somebody that's got some deep feelings coming in for you. Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, and the Empress. They see you as the one thing in their life that ever loved them the way they always dreamt of being loved. And they're feeling bad for neglecting that. 6 of Swords, 7 of Cups, into the 3 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. For some of you guys, there was total 30, not 30 party involvement. Oh my gosh. But third party involvement. Because the 3 of Cups here in the biblical, in the Beatles tarot with, well, White Album, close enough for government work. Anyways, 3 of Cups on this one. This here, I would have to do a whole nother reading to describe this, because this is Patty along with George Harrison and Eric Clapton, okay? I forget what Eric Clapton is. I think he might be a Leo. But I know George Harrison's a February 25th Pisces. And Patty, I forget what she was too. But to explain this third-party energy, I would take a whole nother reading to do. And that's kind of the vibes on this for 7% of you guys. This person brought more issues, more complicated issues to the table, okay, than they first let on at all, right? Came across very, very Empress energy, very composed, put together, right? Then you come to find out that they may have had sneaky links, said they were traveling for work, and you busted them with other messages in their phones, things like that. And you're like, everybody wonders why I come across as such like an introverted, closed-off, snarky sign, Archer. It's because of what I've dealt with this person. And then everybody judges me for being the way I am, just like, oh, Sagittarius, get over it, be more happier, be better, be more open. And you're like, nobody knows what I've gone through. I mean, I see it, I do, and I totally understand, right? People never take time nowadays to really consider what makes a person act the way, you know? Empress card on the Page of Swords. You guys are both snooping in each other, aren't you? So don't feel weird, because you're like, Archer, don't tell. Don't tell, yeah, I checked their social media out. Judgment-free zone, you guys cancel each other out because they're doing it too. The 5 of Wands. See, I told you guys are both doing it, because look, there's 2 Ringos on that card. This here is telling me that I think it's like they had some PTSD that they took out on you. This is the photo shoot for the Beatles' Mad Day Out Day. Some of you guys might be a photographer or into it's something about photography or photo shoots. Like you know those things you see on Facebook that's engagement photos, couples. Maybe you take photos like that, or a professional photographer for a living, or wanting to start a business doing that. But they had PTSD, and then you took the brunt of it and the blame for most of it, and then you feel like there's no hope to even make this work out, because it's almost like you're upset with them for doing what they did. and then upset with yourself for opening your heart up. And like, I knew it. Every time I do this, every time I try, I get hurt, and I just don't even want to open it's like you're mad at them for what they did to you, right? And you might hide it and try to stay as good as you can in the course of your day, right? King of Cups, working on the self-love, even though you have deep feelings for this person with the Queen of Cups. So inside, or like privately when you're at your own, or you're sitting in your car, you know how you sit in your car forever before you go inside to your home or your apartment? And like, I literally see you, not so much the crying yourself to sleep energy, but more of the just being straight up ticked off at them and almost feeling bad for it, right? Because like when you're on your own, you're like, how could you do this to me? And then you get mad at you. And you're like, how could you let yourself get hurt like this? And then why does everybody judge me? And it's almost like you're at a point where you're just like, you know what? Screw everybody. None of you guys can take Sagittarius and like respect them. And you always want to take advantage of them. It's almost like, because remember, this is one of my favorite things about you too, Sagittarius, okay? Like, because like out of the fire signs, of course, Aries energy, Aries will throw a complete temper tantrum and make sure everybody knows that they're getting ready to walk away from something, right? To the point that everybody looks around like, okay, Chicken Little, would you just walk away? You know? Then you got Leo that will argue about it, fight about it, and never really do it, right? Never make the decision to do it, but they're like, oh, I'm going to walk away. Oh, if you keep this up, I'm going to. And it's just a whole bunch of roar. And then like, but you Sagittarius, the best part, you don't say anything, right? You stay very quiet, 8 of Cups. All you do is you quietly walk through the scene and you're just like, don't mind me, I'm just pouring gasoline on the table. Hold on. There was a spider, I fixed it. You don't give any warning. You're like, stealth bomber coming in. Because you're the one sign that can be pushed as farther than any other sign. But when you're done, you don't give warning, you strike the match and walk out that door. And that shocked the heck out of them, because anybody else, they're like, this blew my mind, because anybody else would have totally put up with me. But Sagittarius just went, I'm done. And you're mad. You're mad at them, and you're allowed to be mad at them. Don't you let anybody else be like, oh, you must forgive and move on from this. No. You know why? Because you opened up to them and you actually told them what would hurt you and what your exes did to you, right? All those little nice quiet combos and that stuff. And then they used it all against you. And you're like, how dare I tell them all this stuff? It's at the point that you don't even realize it, but they're doing it too. King of Cups, Pisces energy, Cancer. Also, we've got, wow, that's strong Pisces energy on the 8 of Cups. You don't realize that they're doing it too. You guys are having a not digital, but a divine fight. You think you're just sitting there screaming or yelling at them, and then you don't realize they're doing it too. You guys are actually telepathically communicating, and you're still having this out. That's the weird stuff. Pisces energy. This is 12th house stuff, okay? This is Pisces vibes. Strong water sign energy too. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But there is some heavy-duty Leo here, all right? So it's not just in your mind, Sagittarius. You guys are literally having fights with each other. It's still a digital telepathic communication, very much just like the dreams. So the voices you hear in reply, it's actually them. You're hearing the message and what's going on, okay? Some of you, it's like some of you guys may even work remotely, or you had to move or relocate for work, right? Because of what went on here. And it's just like the whole energy is like you've just been focused on your work at this point. And that's why like you drive home from work, or you walk home, or you turn your computer off and walk out of that room, whatever. And you guys get mad, or you start crying. And why'd you do that? And you start having a fight. All right. The thing is, the whole point of it is it's like you know what they're doing because you did it when you were younger. What? Hold on, let me get more cards on this. Some of you guys could be born on the 8th, the 18th, or the 28th. You or them. The 6th, the 16th, the 19th, the 29th, the 5th, the 15th, or the 25th, the 3rd, or the 30th. Could be dealing with a Cancer, a Libra, a Taurus, or a Gemini. Pisces and Scorpio are here. There's also, who's that? That's more Scorpio. Wow, strong Cancer and Scorpio on this one. Actually, strong Pisces, too. All the water signs are hanging out. Then there's a lot of Leo, too. Probably just because Cancer's here. Or maybe it's a Leo-Cancer cusper. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Whoa, could be another Sagittarius with Temperance. I just heard Dusty Springfield off of that with the Tower card. They only want to be with you, but they want to blast it from the top of the frickin' EMI record building or the Apple building. You know what it is? The reason, it's like, okay, you feel like this is such a waste of time because, like, maybe when you were younger and you were in more of a player vibe, you're like, the game they're running is the games I used to run when I was, like, immature or when I was younger. You know, that sort of a vibe, right? And you're like, I know exactly what they're pulling. And it's like, that what got to be too much on the Ten of Swords. Phony must die, said the catcher in the rye. But this whole time behind the scene with Temperance, you've been like, they've been wondering what you're up to or what you're doing, right? Where did Sagittarius go? Why can't I find their social media? Maybe you blocked them or they blocked you or something, right? The whole point of this is, it's that you're undergoing a massive transformation. You're going to come out of this feeling so much more confident in just the week ahead. It's like, well, they're trying to Page of Swords on you and find out what you're up to, where you've been, or what's going on. Very much like when the Beatles quietly made that decision to stop touring in 1966. And they had already known it before they got to the last concert, right? And so they were like, well, what do we do? What do we tell the world? They decided to say nothing. Just stop touring, go take a little break, and then come back and start working on the next album. All right, by the time they got to the next album, which released in Gemini energy of 1967, okay, that was where the news were already starting to say, what happened to the Beatles? Why'd they go quiet? Did they dry up? Did they break up? What in the world? And then they came out with Sgt. Pepper when all the world suspected, okay? You're coming out of your Beatles black matching suits, you know, shaking your hair and singing She Loves You, and coming into your Sgt. Pepper era where the future is whatever you want it to be. Like when the Beatles put those suits on and they didn't have to be the Beatles anymore. They could be whatever they wanted it to be. And that's what's coming in on this one. So you're at the point where it feels like this is a situationship that just never got off the ground, and yet they're feeling that way too. Oh, and you fear it's karma for something you did to someone else beforehand. Some of you guys are even like, Archer, maybe I was Hitler in a past life. I don't know. Is it? No, you weren't. I promise you weren't. All right. But some of you guys are just sitting here like, Archer, I know this is because of how I acted when I was younger. This is my karma, and I'm never going to get love. It's like, I know I did some stupid stuff when I was younger, but I'm older now. Why will people never forget about the stuff you do wrong and never remember the things you do right? Right? That's your Ten of Swords moment. That's the energy that's being eclipsed out during this eclipse seasons. And it's not karma for anything that you did before you met them. All right? Everything you did before you got to this day in your life was the right decision for the circumstances at the time. All right? You have nothing to look back on in the Page of Swords and regret a Five of Wands decision you made. It was all in your best self-interest with the King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, Virgo energy. Okay? So the whole thing on this, though, is that even though it never got off the ground, at this point, they are in the same exact place that you were a few years ago. The great loss that you experienced before you met them, they're at an energy of that same great loss, that same experience. So you guys aren't so much mirroring anymore. You've elevated Eight of Cups out of that energy. You guys are now paralleling in that you're on the same path, the same diversions going in this direction. So this is what's allowing them to start to see things after experiencing them from your perspective. Okay? It's almost like a little bit of Dr. Michael Isaac Newton's past life review theory that I forget his name now. Dr. Michael Isaac Newton. I just could look it up. But it's about the past life reviews that after you transition, you get to see everything you went through in your life from the other person's perspective. Well, they're experiencing it now. So it's either like a near-death experience or just a really deep dream that is their bit of an awakening, okay? The biggest thing that they're going to change on this one is the ability to see things from your perspective, okay? Now, the energy coming in is right in the week ahead here for whose ever turn it is to reach out, to press send. That's the thing. And remember, I'm reading for the collective, so you and your person know whose turn it is to press send. But the energies in the universe this week with the whole vibe of Scorpio energy, of Mars getting ready to enter Scorpio, Aries and Scorpio vibes, is bringing in that energetical warm front that whose ever turn it is to press send will be divinely guided to press send. All right? So hang tight. Keep your phone nearby you because this is they're going to want to overcome this feeling of being stuck and want to reach out and literally take action. I love this for you. I hope this helps, Sagittarius. We have got to check this out. I cannot wait to do your collective reading coming up, okay? So please leave a like on your way out. If you'd like to book a personal or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code here or check out the pinned comment or pinned in my bio. Otherwise, I'll see you Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll get to the bottom of this because they are doing the work, and there is a divine couple here between the two of you with the King and Queen of Cups. So I love that for you, all right? So I hope that helps, and I'll see you Friday night. All right, I love you. All right. Doop-doo-doo-doo. Da-da-da-da-da. All right. Doop-doo. Next up, on to Capricorn. Thank you to everybody here at 225 in the chat. Love that like for you guys. You totally deserve it. Oh my gosh, from Thailand. Greetings from the U.S. That is so awesome. I never dreamt I'd be like talking to people in Thailand. That is so cool. Thanks for being here, Victoria. You're also named after my favorite Spice Girl. I totally as a kid had a crush on Posh Spice. Oh, damn you, David Beckham. No. Oh. Okay. Capricorn, what up? Oh my gosh, I just realized that Victoria Rose Noir. That means we've got all the celebrities are here tonight. That's so fun. Casey Musgrave showed up. Victoria Beckham showed up. Oh my gosh, this is cool. Angelina Jolie. I love when Miss Jolie shows up. What is up, Dawn? Oh my, I already missed Nashville. As soon as I got to BNA, I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Don't make me go. Not Detroit. Don't. No, send him to Detroit. Not Detroit. I mean, I love Michigan. And anybody who's been to Nashville totally understands. Whatever. I don't care. That's my cardinal placement spitting it out. But hi, thanks for being here. What up, y'all? Hey, Kev. Renor, what up? All right, Capricorn. Let's see. Let me grab your banner. That just gives me a minute to just hang out with you guys. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right, Capricorn, let's do your reading at 30434. I really like that vibe. I don't want that deck, though. What deck do you want? Titanic? Okay, then use it. That's cool. All right, new timestamp. Capricorn, you're at 344.48. We'll do 304.48. There we go. Hi, Capricorn. What's up? Maybe some of you guys are a little confused about, like, a choice or a decision or something, like just feeling like things are cloudy and foggy because I couldn't even figure out what deck to grab. So I got you though. All right, so think about your person. Let's tap in and tune in. What's up, Capricorn? How you doing? Let's give it up for the cardinal earth sign. All right, think about your person. What do we have for Capricorn, God? And your individual collective reading is going to be Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern, okay? We're going to put in the time to do Saturday, so I'll see you back here. I was on the plane ride before on yesterday, so we didn't do it all signs. Okay, but don't forget the next all signs is coming up this coming Sunday the 21st. Me and Frankie are doing a new collab. I can't wait. I love reading with her. Okay, let's go. Give me 2 shuffles for Capricorn. Let's see what we got. All right, 1 and 2. Let's love this deck. For the greatest of all time, the cool, calm, collected GOAT Capricorn. Here we go. Hey, Rahama. What up, girl? Spinny hugs. Woo! Your person's... Somebody got your person a Bible and a cheeseburger. The Hierophant. With the 3 of Swords on the 4 of Pentacles, your person is actually growing up and with the World card coming out of an old mindset. It's a complete reboot. Maybe your person is currently experiencing one of their Saturn returns or a solar return where they're a little older, a little wiser. Something has changed, and it's what's going to bring them your way. Ooh, this is interesting. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I need a haircut. Holy moly. Okay. Let's go. 3 of Cups, the King of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. Aries, wow. Aries and Cancer energy is still all over tonight. Every reading. Oh my gosh. The 6 of Wands, nice. 3 of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the 7 of Cups. Whatever option they picked over you, they like almost instantly regret it. Could be a Taurus vibe off of this, in the vibes that there might even be something in the Taurus reading for you because they feel kind of stuck right now. Okay? Taurus energy, Libra too. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Capricorn. So, they're acting like this hasn't fazed them one bit while you're feeling overwhelmed and anxious, right? Look at how they're looking like Ben Guggenheim, all dressed in his best, prepared to go down like a gentleman. He really did actually say that. And really made his valet put on a tuxedo too. That really happened. All right? But here's the thing about Ben Guggenheim. He had mistresses, right? I think this person tried to make you a third party and you weren't having it. Maybe you found out they were still ending a relationship or still involved in a relationship or a separation or going through a divorce or something. And you were like, whoop, no, wait, no, thank you, do not engage. And they were like, no, wait, please engage. And like now they're a little nervous or scared as to why you don't want to talk to them, right? They're sitting there telling me, oh, wow, I got Capricorn ghosted me right out of the blue, Archer. I don't know what happened. And I'm like, Judgment card. Really? You don't know what happened? Are you sure about that, Crosswatcher? And they're like, yeah, I don't know. Everything was going great. And then all of a sudden, boom, I just got ghosted. I'm like, I think it's probably because the fact that you didn't tell them the whole truth, right? In this person's pants, you caught them with their pants on fire. Literally, for some of you guys. No, not literally. Literally? How does that resonate? Somebody here could be a stunt double. Maybe somebody here works in Hollywood, or you're in an industry that literally, or you're a firefighter or something like that. Somewhere your pants might literally be on fire, or theirs. I don't know. Roles could be reversed. Some of you guys could be born on the 20th, maybe the 3rd. Whoa. The 3s are totally stalking you, aren't they, Capricorn? Because I got the 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. That came out for another sign earlier, too. I can't remember. It was either Leo or Virgo, I think. Yeah, it might have actually been straight up Aries. I can't remember. That's okay. Let me get some cards on the 3 of Cups. Whoa. Well, some cards. Thank you. 8 of Wands, Page of Wands on the 6 of Pentacles. This person was more worried about keeping up with the Joneses than being nice to you. Oh my goodness, Natsy. Thank you, Natsy888. I love you. Spinny hugs for you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you. All right, let's see. The Page of Wands, the 9 of Cups, into the 4 of Wands. This is a twin flame sending like some juju or some evil eye magic your way, right? It's like that vibes of like being so shocked that you could move on that they're still passively aggressively throwing little digs your way, right? Some of you guys, I think it was the twin with that 4 of Wands coming out. So the thing is that they're always so all over the place in Aries energy, like a little bit of like the Tasmanian devil with ADHD, right? A million projects started, nothing finished, always champagne dreams, and things are going to work out, and then they're champagne dreams on a beer budget. That's the thing, right? 3 of Pentacles. The guardian angels had to put them in check about something for this one because they were taking your heart for granted. Yeah, the Magician card. A little bit of trickster vibes on this one, okay? In the fact that it got to the point where you felt like that you were raising a child instead of nurturing a partnership, right? The Magician card. Very interesting vibes, but wow, I'm seeing Dennis the Menace. For some of you guys, you might not even recognize or know that show. Jay North, what's up? How you doing? Maybe Jay North was a Capricorn. I can't remember. But the thing on this is that, yeah, this person was a little childish or magician, manipulated the energies. You know what I mean? It's like that they're still trying to come out of this, but it's like you're just past the point of caring. There's like, even for those of you that they've been in little communications with, it's almost like it's that you're like, I don't trust you on this one. You've said the same stuff to me before, 3 of Pentacles, right? Oh, Capricorn, I'm sorry. I know what I said was wrong and did was wrong, and I did, and you're like, well, but you've done this before. This person was so avoidant about things, and then they almost instantly regretted it every time. Like if they yelled at you or they fought with you, then they almost, like right afterwards, were sorry. And the Fool card, yeah, the age difference seems to be a big factor here. The Magician on the King of Swords, though, it does show that they're being told to use their words wisely. This person's discovered tarot. Either they've gotten a reading on you from a tarot reader, or they have, like, I think it's just popping into their algorithm. Kind of like top 10 signs you met your soulmate or your twin flame. And that's why God loves the artificial intelligence generation. All right? Because he can do whatever he wants to your cell phone's algorithm or your YouTube's algorithm, because it's a computer. It's ChatGTP. It's void of human emotions, right? A computer's only as good as its programmer. And this person's childhood programming, that really got in the way on this one because they were never allowed to be a child due to their neglectful parents, which led them to finding neglectful spouses or neglectful significant others, which led them to wanting to look in other directions to find love, which led them to finding you, which then they went quiet because they were so intense about the feelings on this one that they came across that way, almost to the point that you were like, you're kind of freaking me out a little bit, cross-watcher, right? Capricorn, you show up and you're painting this picture amazing, and then all of a sudden you go quiet and ghost. Some of you guys almost feel like you got energetically King of Swords catfished. You know what I mean? They're trying. They really are actually trying on this one, but it's like they're still using their old ways. It's somebody that got out of a player vibe or player manipulation. But here's the thing. Those are the only things they know. So they come across as a player, but they're not using it for player ways. They're telling me, okay, so this person hasn't really dated in a while, right? Like, they might still think Night at the Roxbury is cool. And it's like that. It's like, yeah, low-rise jeans are making a comeback, but not Night at the Roxbury. I just heard a female Capricorn go, not low-rise jeans. No, I heard it's a thing coming back, right? The Knight of Wands, it's literally something coming back, just like Wallace Hartley's violin. Leo energy. Hey, what's up, Eminem? Spinny hugs. Here's the weirdest part. Whoever it was that got in the way of this connection, because it was either like somebody's mom, maybe a helicopter parent, or a spouse that acts like a mom. Something like that, okay? Some of you guys, it was just the fact they couldn't afford their own place to live or something and had a roommate or something weird. Just some weird vibes. This here is the energy that they're working to cut out on, okay? And it's almost like they pushed the breakup makeup energy too far this time, right? And that silence is totally driving them crazy. Because they passed a line with the Ten of Swords that they can't come back from. Or they fear they can't come back from. You know what I mean? The Ten of Swords, the only thing getting in their way now, though, is their own thoughts. Because whatever it is, they threw a red flag your way, you called them out on it, and they don't know how to react. You know what I mean? Yeah, Four of Swords. No, that's the Nine of Swords. But I disguised it as the Four of Swords into the Lover's card. That they do choose you every single time. You guys have done this multiple lifetimes, and this has taken them multiple lifetimes to pass this test, okay? This has been a strong hang up in their energy for a very, very long time, okay? And see how I told you the silence, when you blocked them or you cut them out or you told them enough's enough or you ultimatum them, that's what freaked them out because nobody's ever done it before. This Nine of Swords in the Titanic Tarot, this explains the Nine of Swords from a different perspective, and that so long as the engine was running, the ship was moving, people slept through it. Nobody really ever really, aside from honorable mentions of the people in the bow, but most people didn't even hear the ship hit the iceberg. It wasn't until the captain stopped the engines for the last time and the vibrations of the steel stopped, the engine settled down, and the ship stopped moving, the motion in the ocean. That's when people woke up and said, wait a second, why have we stopped? Something's wrong. The ship shouldn't stop yet. Why are we stopped? I told you the silence is what drives them crazy and also kind of driving them to do the work. So they're trying to see if there's a way to make this work because they really know how much they messed up. Thank you, Crosswatchers, for playing Staring at the Ceiling on repeat so much. Caitlin's Spotify account's going like, wah, through the roof. Some of you guys, they're a DJ or like they maybe on Spotify or something where they release their own music or their own poetry or something. All right. Lover's card on the High Priestess. What I'm seeing here on this one is that they're going to reach out because they're trying to see if there's a way. That's what's making this work. You're going to hear from a mutual friend that they've reached out and asked about you. That's your first sign that they're regretting the choice that they made on this one and that they knew they had to cut it out. They're going to send in somebody to test the waters, like a drone type of a thing first, and then they're going to come and do approach, okay? Because it's for some of you guys, maybe they've sent one or two messages that are like, it leaves a little bit to be desired, and you're just like, no, I already told you no. Why would I go back after that? I'm being told that they're going to try again with something that you never thought they'd do with the Knight of Wands, okay? A new discovery about something here actually pings your interest with the Justice card on the Page of Swords. That actually does show the opportunities for a third opportunity chance. Violet Jessup comes back to show up. And they literally did just find stuff in her room on the Britannic. I totally got to check that out. My friend Melissa told me that they did. So, Page of Swords. They are already searching for a way to make this work. Just like how they found Wallace Hartley's violin 120 years later. Okay? And some of you guys who've been getting the ringing in your ears or the tinnitus tone with the Page of Swords, that's what's guiding you into the direction, because that's a message from above for you. Okay? The stuff that left a lot to be desired, that's actually how they're working through this thing. They know they messed up. And they'll try to reestablish things because the energy building around them this week, it's making them realize that they need to make good on this. Okay? Meanwhile, that new person in your life is just waiting to make sure that you're over this person showing up in your life, and then they're going to wind up voicing their interest in you too. For some of you guys, here's the weird plot twist. Here's the tarot novella part, okay? Yeah, totally. Because what it is the person, okay, for those of you that the person comes to you to be like, hey, so-and-so, cross-watcher, twin flame, is wondering if you might still be interested in them. For those of you that already know you're going to say no, like this might be somebody that's like, why would I go back to that person after what they put me through? This person's actually testing you, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, good. So in that case, do you want to go out Friday night? So it's like they mess a friend up, or they know, but you and them wind up being really happy. But if it is the past person or the twin flame that you're waiting for, the choice will wind up being up to you, because they will prove and show that there's a vested interest in this, okay? Libra energy is strong. Gemini, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Aries. Scorpio is here too. I really do hold it. Judgment card. Fifth officer low, going back after the ship sank to look for survivors. In the movie, it's the scene where he found Rose blowing the whistle in the middle of the ocean. In real life, he found a Chinese man, third-class passenger, floating on an actual door. Not a piece of door paneling that everybody thinks is for the past 20, 30 years is a door. It's not a door, but that's okay. It's when's a door not a door? When it's a jar. Oh, dad joke. I love it. Anyways, I was just guided back to, remember I said there was a message for you for those of you hearing a ringing in your ear? Let me see what that is real quick. Okay? Hold on a second. The Two of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Cancer, Libra energy. And Swords. Your father says to remember, you are good enough for what you want and what you desire. He actually wants you to know that he is very happy and very proud of you. And he wants me to remind you that you have always seemed to have a way of landing on all fours. Don't think that's changed now. It'll happen here again too, because you do always seem to land on all fours. All right? For whoever that resonates, that message here is for someone. All right? So I hope that helps. I cannot wait to do your reading on this. This is going to be very interesting going forward. All right? So subscribe. I'll see you back here for that coming up on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Nope, rewind, Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Otherwise, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or check out the other stuff the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code here, and it's also pinned in my bio or the pinned comment down below. All right? Otherwise, I'll see you next time, and I love you, Capricorn. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Thanks, Capricorn. Love you. All right. Next up, onward to Aquarius. What's up, Long Island Iced Tea? How you doing? Greetings. Thank you for being here. All back in my 20s, I have explained the meaning of life to a few people after a couple Long Islands. It is a thing. There are 7 levels. But that's awesome. Thanks for being here. What's up? Oh my gosh, I gave up drinking years ago. I don't even know what would happen if I ever had a Long Island again, but it's wild. Thank you for being here. I love you, girl. All right. Up to Aquarius. Let's go. Let's do it for Aquarius. I gotta remember to message my Aquarius friend. I gotta message Melissa. I gotta find out more about the Violet Jessup stuff. All right, let's see. That'll work. Okay. Aquarius. Let's see. Well, I was trying to just straighten this deck up, but let's use the Beatles deck for you. All right? Let's do it. Let's see, Aquarius. You will be at 322.55. And what is up? How you doing, Aquarius? Thank you very much for being here. All right, think about your person, and let's tap in and tune in. Aquarius, your individual collective reading, it's going to be this coming Saturday this week at 6 p.m. Eastern. All right, so subscribe, hang out, and be a part of the fam. Oh, Long Island, thank you. Love you, girl. Spinny hugs. Thank you for the donation. You're so generous. Love you, girl. Thank you. All right. Think about your person, Aquarius. Give me everything you got for Aquarius, God. Tap me into Aquarius's energy, please, and thank you. Give me everything you got for Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? Happy early birthday. Just felt like saying it to you, so I said it first. Aquarius would understand that, so that's cool. Oh, I love reading for you, Aquarius. Okay, let's go. Happy early birthday. That's awesome. All right, give me 2 shuffles. Let's go. You ready, Buddha Squirrel? Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the amazingly auspicious Aquarians. Here we go. Let's do it. Scorpio energy with the Death card. Cancer energy with the 4 of Cups. Pisces with the Page of Cups. That's a wet. That's a lot of water. This here shows that, it's kind of like you've just been focusing on your work because love's been a little bit tough on you, and yet you don't even realize that they're watching you from the sidelines, wondering if there's a chance with you with the Page of Cups. This is interesting. Oh my God, I would love to have a Prince deck. If that's a thing, Jalen, I would totally get a Prince deck. Oh my gosh, in that case, we would totally party like it's 1999. I love it. Is that out there? I gotta find out. 3 of Cups on the Ace of Cups with the Justice card. Ooh, Cancer and Libra, strong with this energy. This person knows that they missed out on the chance to marry you. Wait a second, with the Chariot? Oh my goodness, this reading's got Cancer written all over it. 5 of Wands with the Page of Pentacles on the Empress. This person's dreamt about the whole thing with you, like marriage, children, and all that stuff. Some of you guys might even have been married to this person at one point. You don't even realize it, that this person totally wonders if there's a chance with you, and somehow they're already in your energetical circle. Because the 3 of Cups in the Beatles tarot, that is George Harrison, Eric Clapton, and Patty Boyd. Okay? I would need a whole separate reading to explain this relationship. All right, so if you're curious, look it up. All right, but I mean, George and Clapton, they were cool about things. But so some of you guys could actually be online, possibly, like maybe in the public eye somehow, or you have a YouTube channel. Maybe I'm talking to a tarot reader here, or podcaster, maybe even brand ambassador or something. But it's like this person, it's like they've got easy access to spy on you. Okay? I hope that makes sense. But with the Justice card, Libra energy, it's like something that's like a public domain or a Freedom of Information Act or something like that. In the fact that it's like they're saying it's really easy to check out what Aquarius is up to. So that's what's leading me to that vibe. The Chariot card and the 5 of Wands. Oh, I'm thinking what it is that they're realizing that they never fully had given this a chance, and now they're totally 5 of Wands regretting it. Cancer and Leo energy. Okay? Could even be a Cancer or Leo cusper. This person's got strong Cancer and Leo on their vibes on this one, but they're just realizing that they never gave this a chance, and they're regretting that. Page of Pentacles to the Empress, because they see you in an Empress energy, and they wish that they had cut out what, man, that's a lot of cup energy. Did this person drink? Whatever their vice was, that's what they had to get cut out on. Otherwise, like, for some of y'all, they might even have been told by like a doctor or a lawyer or something of like, if you don't stop this now, you might as well just chuck it in. That kind of a vibe. Something has backed them into a corner where they realize they never fully gave you a chance. For some of you guys, you'll find out they were widowed, and that's why it was a weird false energy or a false start, because straight up they're telling me that they weren't ready. So if at any point they had told you, like, I'm sorry, Aquarius, I'm not ready for this yet, they weren't lying. They were actually Two of Pentacles. They were being legit with the Moon card on that Strength card. And that's the thing that something about a motorcycle accident might resonate. But I'm seeing here that Moon card to the Strength card is telling me that they never really let on. And that's why you felt like it was a false start or it wasn't going anywhere, was that when they met you, they hadn't fully finished healing with that Moon card to the Strength card. And they're realizing that, oh, no wonder you've been wondering why you're thinking about them so much lately. Because they've been wondering if there's a way to like talk to you and fix things, or to let you know that, like, it's like, how do I reach out and be like, hey, I told Aquarius that I wasn't ready for anything, or that I was still involved with somebody. Like, it's like, how do I go back and be like, oh, hey, Aquarius, sorry, I made the wrong decision. Is that cool? It's right. It's not really as easy as the Jack and Rose scene in Titanic. I changed my mind. Nowadays in 2025, you'd go Spanish Inquisition on them. I agree. I would too. No one suspects the Spanish Inquisition. Some of you guys, if you don't have John Lennon's book Spaniard in the Works, you should totally check it out. It's a good book. It's worth a read. I highly recommend that one. But no wonder that you're wondering about this. Like, why are you thinking about them so much with the Ace of Swords? It's because they're dreaming and thinking about you. So it's daydreaming and nighttime dreaming, all right? It's like you don't own, it's like you don't just live in their head rent-free. You own the deed to the property at this point. Hey, Jen. What up, girl? How's it going? Christina, what's up? How you been, girl? Spinny hugs. Is that right, girl? It is right, girl. Hey, right, girl 21. How you been doing? Spinny hugs for you, too. Miss you. How you been? Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Did somebody's family situation get in the way? Like either like a parent or a sibling, or like you guys, like maybe they still lived with family or lived at a distance. It's because the thing on this is that there's a spiritual bond between the two of you guys, but it's almost like you're at an energetical or a physical distance from each other, and the bond or the connection is what's keeping you guys still together. Empress energy, or some of you guys, there's kids involved, and that's what's keeping it together. Page of Pentacles, though, that they sure wish their vice had gotten in the way of this. That's what it is. Either they were addicted to the fun life, the free life, the independent life, right? More worried about their money or whatever vice that got in the way. Some of you guys, it doesn't have to be anything really super serious. Maybe it's like they had to quit smoking. Maybe it was the vibes of like, you were like, I don't want to kiss an ashtray. And so they were like, okay, I'll stop. And then they went off to try to stop. And it was really hard to do, and then you took the brunt of it. Because it's like, yeah, Empress card and Ace of Swords. It's almost like for some of you guys with what they put you through is that it's as if they needed to like see therapy to get through something, or go through a detox or a rehab, right? Something to strip them out of the old mindset and get them into a newer vibe, because like they've been through so much that they like had gotten so used to it, and that's why that they didn't worry about like, oh, I didn't plan on actually falling for Aquarius, so this is why Queen of Cups to the Judgment card. Behind the scenes, they're trying to get up to your level. They don't think they're like fully on your level, and you're taking it as indecisiveness. There is like this energy that they wish the vice hadn't gotten in the way. They just always blamed everything else as to why things never work, except the vice, right? Oh, the reason that I lost my job was because the managers were mean, or the reason I don't talk to that person anymore is because they did a lot of bad stuff to me. It's always like somebody else's fault, but they never once blamed it on the vice, whether it's the blame it on the smokes or the alcohol. Hey, Caitlin, what's up, hon? Spinny hugs. It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Caitlin. Oh my gosh, birthday spinny hugs for you, girl. That's awesome. Could be a Leo or a Libra. I'm really being drawn to the Strength card and the Justice card, okay? But I'm also pulling Cancer, Pisces energy, very strong Cancer. Chariot's here too. But then you got Leo and Scorpio, more Cancer, the Taurus, Aquarius. Oh, it could be another Aquarius. Capricorn is here again, more Taurus. And there is Virgo and Gemini too. Yeah, some of you guys, it could totally be another Aquarius here. But I think a big part of what it is for some of you guys, it was straight up their mental health. And I'm not diagnosing it, but it's for those of you that notice. This might have been somebody who was bipolar or had ADHD. And for some of you guys, even an energy of like they didn't think they needed help, right? It was always everything and everyone else's fault. It's that they weren't ready for a real relationship in the Five of Pentacles at that time, yet they are now. That's why they're talking to like a parental figure or somebody trying to figure out on this Chariot to the Queen of Cups a way to make the plans to come and see you. You know what I mean? That's the direction that this is going. It's whoever that married person is in their life. This person is totally going to a married person for the advice, which is really cool. Because all their single friends have been telling them like, oh, don't go talk to Aquarius. You don't want to deal with that. Don't bother. It's because there's a bit of jealousy that like, this could even be your friends being like, hey, don't entertain this. Don't do this, Aquarius. It's like the single friends want to keep the other person single so that like they don't start spending all their time with you. So they found the right energies that has been placed in their pathway with the Chariot. Someone that's already in a place of real love that's actually teaching them how to be in a relationship. And that's the one that I think cracks the ice with you. You see how George Harrison has his hand up on this card? And I know what it means, but I'm almost seeing it as like a stop. You know, like somebody putting their hand up. I think they've already accidentally liked your post or liked something of yours, right? And then suddenly retracted it. That's what I'm feeling off of this. You know what I mean? Right? Like, oh my gosh, I liked Aquarius's reading. Right, DMV? Oh yeah, totally. This is the wild part. It's that, oh, they get so embarrassed about it first. They're like, Archer, I can't believe I did that. Oh my gosh, Aquarius totally knows now. I'm like, yep. Aquarius is Aquarius, so Aquarius actually knew this ages ago, Crosswatcher. That's the thing. You're just feeling the major shifts and changes. Even more so. Judgment card, remember, these are all major arcana, and you got a lot of them. That means this and you and this person are going through like, you notice how it feels like it's Mercury retrograde right now? That's what's bringing this person back around with that Judgment card and Justice. Some of you guys, specific side note, for some of you guys, they might be incarcerated. Whatever it is that's given them quiet time, whether it actually is that or just like a spiritual imprisonment or something, the time apart, this isolation vibes, that's what's given them the time to process, okay? Judgment card and the Justice card. God had to time out this thing, big time, okay? And that's giving them the quiet time to overcome the mindset that got in the way in order to focus the attention towards you, just like they should have the first time in the first place. Ace of Cups. When that comes out, it shows somebody that's done the work to change and they're ready to come at this fresh, with a fresh approach. Remember how they like used to never let you forget or live down anything you did wrong or did bad? Like Ace of Cups, this is like asking for a clean slate. Can we start here and start fresh? I won't bring up the past stuff anymore. You know, like they would use it almost like as arsenal against you. You do something and then 3 months later they'd bring it up and you're like, I don't even remember doing that at this point. That's one of the big things they'll stop doing. Strength card on the Empress, all right? I love that for you, Aquarius. You keep me posted on this. Your collective reading is going to be very deep. I can't wait to see where this goes because you got marriage and union in the cards big time, all right? So we'll do your reading on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you would like to book a personal reading with me or check out the other stuff the channel has to offer here, just scan the QR code or use the link in the pinned comment or pinned in my bio on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and that. It'll take you to the link tree. All right? Otherwise, I'll see you later. And I love you, Aquarius. And happy early birthday. All right. Some of you guys, Aquarius, work together. Or you're in the same industry or something. Okay. Nice. Hey, Wanda. What up, y'all? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I love reading for Scorpios. Thank you. Thank you. Veron Luke, I'm going to totally have to agree with you on that one. Tauruses are pretty awesome. I mean, Taurus ain't no bull, and Taurus don't take no bull. You know what I mean? I love Tauruses. Thank you so much, Wanda. Spinny hugs. Love you, girl. Awesome sauce. You are most welcome, Christina. I'm glad you're here, too. Spinny hugs for you, too. I'm opening out the spinny hugs, everybody. With the energies we're going through right now, no wonder everybody needs a spinny hug, or no wonder everybody feels like it's Mercury retrograde. We're in some very weird times. None of us on this planet have experienced these planetary alignments in this order ever in any of our lifetimes. You'd have to be like about 140 years old to actually remember what this energy is like. So this is something very transformative. It's wild. Oh my gosh, are you serious, Nina? Your son's named Archer? You are awesome. Right straight out. To name your child that, right there, that shows that Archer has the most awesome mama. That's so cool. All right, you ready, Pisces? Ready? All right, we have saved the best for last because, as you know, you're Pisces. All right, hold on, let me grab this for you. You are the grand finale to the fireworks display that is the Zodiac. All right, we always save the best for last here, so let's see what we got for you. And we're going to use the biblical. No, let's go back. Shadow deck. I want to use the shadow deck again. All right, let's do it. All right. Hold it. No, let's go full circle. All right, let's hit it with the biblical tarot and take it away. You ready, Pisces? All right, let's do this too. Judgment card. Good choice. See, somebody at the last possible minute makes a last minute decision and comes back around that you never thought would happen. Watch this. It's cool vibes. Let's put your timestamp at 3:39:09. Ooh, a lot of 3s and 9s. I like that timestamp. Hey, Pisces, what's up? How you doing, y'all? All right, Pisces, let's take a look. Think about your person. Let's tap in and tune in and see what's going on for Pisces. And your individual reading will be coming up this coming Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then we'll be back on the regular schedule afterwards, okay? So hang out, subscribe, be a part of the fam. Because as you know, Pisces, you are the grand finale to the fireworks display that is the Zodiac, right? After patiently waiting through all the 11 other signs, readings, energies, we always save the best for last, all right? And that's you. So let's tap in and tune in. Think about your person, Pisces, and give me everything you got. What do we have for Pisces, please, and thank you. What do we have for Pisces? Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Here we go. You ready? Let's do it. 2 shuffles, Pisces. You've waited long enough. Let's go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the pretty, proud, powerful Pisceans. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Look at the overall energies, the Ace of Wands. There is still a spark left between the two of you guys that's getting ready to connect on this one and take off, okay? In the Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords, on the 10 of Cups, this person here, they know they can't walk away from this any more than you can with the Queen of Swords on the 10 of Cups. Pisces, Aries, and Libra energy comes in on this one. They still carry a torch for you, Pisces. You kind of do for them too with the Justice card. It's the overall energy. This shows here a little bit of Pisces getting their groove back in the week going forward, that you come out of something feeling rejuvenated, feeling like a vitality for the world again, just wanting to get out and live again and enjoy life. All right, that's a massive transformation in the Ace of Wands. I like it. All right, so let's dig in. All right, what do we got going on? Fool card. Oh, wow. And the 9 of Pentacles. All signs point to a fresh beginning for you guys. With the 9 of Pentacles on the Page of Cups, that's an offer coming in from somebody single that wants to meet up. Queen of Sheba visiting Solomon. Some of you guys, this could be the rewards for your journey on this one. Part of the twin flame journey, or for some of you guys, it is the twin flame returning. But on the High Priestess with the Judgment card, I really feel like it's the rewards for closing the door and closing that chapter and that cycle out. The people that tried to manipulate you, and then when like you needed them the most, they all told you to go away, leave them alone, don't bother me, Pisces. And I see you actually, Judgment card of the High Priestess, quietly behind the scenes, you just being like, okay, no problem. And that clears the pathway for the rewards that you've sought with the King of Wands. And that's that person whose name you've been scribbling down in your notebooks, your notepads, at the corner at the top of your papers at work and that. Like I see a Pisces being like, right? And like scribbling first and last names together and stuff like that. You don't realize that those little diaries, those dream journals that you're going, just doodling in, it's actually setting the intentions like moon mass manifestation water for this Fool card, right? The creation of a living being and a soul's ascension. So even though you keep trying to walk away from each other, you guys can't. You don't want to. And it gets really frustrating. It's like the regret for not giving this more of a chance is affecting the both of you guys pretty equally, right? Regardless of what is said or what transpires, it's the energy of like deep down, you don't want to let them go, but it's as if with that Judgment card, it's almost like you felt you had no choice, but it's not over. I can't actually say that it's like over because it's not. This is almost like on the scale of your whole life connection. Whatever you guys are going through right now, it's horrible. Yes, I'm not downplaying it, but the outcome long term, oh my gosh, it's a blip in the radar, which means you guys have potential for long term. See, Eight of Wands. This is somebody that's already done a complete 180 for you. And no, not a 360. For my Pisces that are like so tired of going to tarot channels and hearing that your person's done a complete 360, which in mathematical terms mean they got back to where they were and they're still running away from you. The Eight of Wands, 180, shows that they've done a complete turnaround and this is already progressing forward into something long term. Okay? Whatever they chose over you, that's the part they totally regret. Because all you wanted for them was for them to make time for you in their life so you didn't feel like you were a Page of Swords star card, like you were pretty wall art or a fancy decoration in their life or their office or whatever it is, right? This person really needed to learn that when you keep moving as fast as this person did, all the important things in life, they'll blow right past you before you realize it. And you were kind of one of those really good things in their life, you know? Could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Scorpio. Sagittarius is here. Cancer, Virgo. Could be another Pisces for some of you guys. Judgment, so Scorpio, Aries. The message in the week ahead sets the tone to let you know how things go when the eclipse finishes up and when Mars enters Scorpio. Some of you guys might be born on the 9th or the 21st. Could be you or them. The 11th, 17th is here. The 8th, the 18th, the 28th, the 4th, the 14th, and the 24th are here too. King of Pentacles, Seven of Swords into the Three of Wands on the 10 of Wands with the Two of Cups. Wow, there is a deep connection between the two of you guys. All you really wanted was them to make some time with you because the thing was maybe they like, you wait here while I'm at work. I'm doing this. I'm too busy for this. And this person had to change their mindset on that. 10 of Wands, the Two of Cups, okay? In that they needed to prioritize their time a little differently to know when there's a time to focus on you versus the work vibes, right? It's like they can buy a new couch or a new bed or a new picture to hang up for their house, but you're a human being. And it was like those vibes that you felt just like completely on your own, having to find your own movies, your own everything until it got stressful and boring to the point that like you like making your own fun or your own entertainment and you're like having staycations and single types of dinners and that without any contribution from this person because like they were so addicted to their work vibes that things got out of hand and you felt neglected. The Death card and the Ten of Swords. And that's what they had to work on and change is learning how to prioritize and organize that a relationship's a full-time job and they never even gave you the right time for that one. It's like they weren't treating you like a human being, but more like a peasant or an employee. Off with you, two fish. Off with you. I must I must do my many important bossy type things. Hold on a second. Ding. Ding. It's like, what the heck? And sure, it worked on their exes because they haven't dated in a while and it was an older generation and an older cycle and stuff where, like, I don't know. But the thing is, it doesn't work in this timeline or this generation. And you're sitting here busting your butt to become a better person, do all the healing work on the star card, and it's like, do they even notice? Do they even change? Are they even doing anything? Because you're in the 10 of Wands. Like, you're feeling the pressures and the burdens of what you're eclipsing out and wiping away and walking away from right now. Okay? Some of you guys, it's a total change of lifestyle, a change of mindset. And remember, it takes the brain 6 weeks to learn or unlearn a behavior minimum. All right? It's like the vibe when you, like, try to start taking another way to work, let's say, right? Like, you got to avoid where you're going. So, but for the longest time, you're very used to making that left turn on Main Street or left turn on 6th or whatever it is. And all of a sudden you have to get used to going, I want to go this way now. I want to do this now. It takes the brain a minute to relearn that. And for a while, the brain still seeks and looks for dopamine, all right, to find that comfort and the safety that's in the habit, the creatures of habit. But I see a complete reprogramming. All right, because you're doing that work to change with the star card and become a better person, not for yourself, but just for them. You're just wondering if they're doing anything about this or if they still think that they're right all the time. Leo, Cancer energy, Aries and Capricorn, Gemini. Somebody here might be born on the 3rd or the 30th, maybe even the 13th, the 5th, the 25th, or the 15th. A lot of repeating 4s. That seems to be noticing like it's stuck in you a little bit too. Something about a white car. All right, the 4 of Swords into the 5 of Wands with the 3 of Cups. This time apart, this silence, it was actually brought into your guys' lives, all right? Because it's almost as if on that 4 of Swords, Elijah's retreat into the silence, is that God had to put this connection on a pause, and that internally, you both, there were some things in your life that you wanted to change in order to stick around to actually be here for this person, because everybody before this person wasn't really worth it. I almost feel like a Pisces that is just like, that's it, I'm out, I'm done. You know, this whole lifetime, 1 star, would not recommend, not doing it again. Nice, the earth is a nice place to visit, but I don't want to come back. You know, that sort of a thing. The thing on this is that they are totally doing something, because the 5 of Wands, that's the training for the 6 of Wands success that's written in your guys' blueprint. So in this time apart, when God put this connection on hold so that you guys could both be clean and ready for this, they've had to do a little bit more work to clear mindsets because they had a lot more stuff to clear out and overcome. You know what I mean? So they're changing too. They don't feel the same without you in their life, right? They, like, everything that they were taking for granted is the stuff that they're sitting there on the other side of the fence going, if I get another chance with Pisces, I'm not doing that again. It's almost like each time you guys have a fight, or each time you guys have a little breakup or a silent period, even those of you that live together, one of you wind up sleeping on the couch, there's always a lesson through it that you guys wind up coming back together. And each time this person, I think you guys both do it too. Each time it's like, okay, well, this breakup was caused by this way that I reacted to a Cups. So 5 of Wands, better learn from that so I don't do that one again. I think for some of you guys, they have, like, is it just they're like a mom or a parent or somebody that thinks they're a parent of theirs in the way? Or is this person just really easily, anybody could talk sense into them? I don't know. Maybe there's just, it's like a mom or somebody that's getting in the way, controlling too many things, right? Whatever it is, I see him choosing you over all of that. 2 of Cups to the 5 of Wands. It's just the training for it. So they're learning big time that they should have really treated you with so much more respect than they have been. Page of Swords. It's like on this vibe off of this one, Esther saving the Jews, it's that I do see them overcoming the temper on this one. They're going to start treating you with more respect than they have been. That's the big part on this one. And the vices that were getting in the way of this, they're overcoming it so that they're ready for you. All right? Cancer, Aquarius, and Scorpio energy on that one. Gemini too. So I do see them overcoming that stuff that's been getting in the way. 5 of Wands. So they're ready to give you the relationship you Two of Cups deserve, okay? This here, Pisces, this one might feel like a relationship unlike any other, where even you're a little nervous about it, of like, this seems to be Eight of Wands moving awful fast, and this silence, it's been awful. I'm not sure how to handle this, but you both are really changing to make this relationship the one that becomes your forever. This is like twin flame, deep soulmate connection on a higher level. All right, we're talking like somebody here might be a Freemason or an Eastern Star, Lion's Paw, much respect, because this is on a high level. This is like a twin soul connection, in that you're going to find out that your guys' souls have been through so much on the similar journeys, and that you are complete, and that each of you are doing the work on yourselves to give each other the relationships you've never gotten to experience with anybody from before. All right? You two coming together changes the direction of the world for reunions, unions, and the energies for this entire energetical cycle. It's kind of like the movie The Great Gatsby. All right, a little bit of the age difference and that mindset difference is what takes them out of hermit mode. And with the star card on the Fool card, takes the action towards you. I love the vibes for this one. You think they're not doing anything about this to get better, heal, or change, right? Because like, why would they? Why start now? Here's the wild part. Because they actually do want to be better for you. This time apart on that Four of Swords has given them time to change and for your rewards to work out in Three of Cups. I really do think with the Ace of Pentacles that this is a solid love offer. The energy coming in with the Three of Cups is that this person's going to wind up proposing to you. Long term, looking at your guys' blueprints, sure, the energy is really bad turbulence right now, but in a long thing, it's a speed bump or a hop, skip, and a jump into literally the rest of your lives together on this one going forward. Whatever your version of the Three of Cups is, whatever you choose to manifest with that Magician card, this person has parted the Red Sea or red flags just like Moses in order to come in and be correct for you. Man up, woman up, take responsibility for being in a relationship, and take the responsibilities to make time to love you the way you deserve. Cancer, Aries energy. I love that for you. Oh my goodness. Your reading is going to be epic coming up. It'll be this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I cannot wait to dive deeper into this and see where it goes. Something about the repeating fours, that's a big part of this, all right? But I hope that helps, Pisces, and I love you very much, all right? So I'll see you later on, and if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or just check out everything else the channel has to offer, all you got to do is scan the QR code right here, or use the pinned comment or the link that's pinned in my bio on TikTok. It'll take you right to the Arch Astrology link tree, all right, where all the safe to click links are. But thank you for being here. Love that like on your way out, and I love you, Pisces. We did it, Ethel. We made it. Godson 144. Oh, I love those fours. Oh my gosh, I would love to. Thank you for dropping by for the love. I can't wait to see you when I come back. I'll be coming back to Tennessee. And don't forget, I do have that collab coming up with Frankie this Sunday. That's digital. Oh my gosh, it was so great. Definitely check out the beginning too, Godson, because what we've gotten worked out with the Cosmic Closet in Nashville is going to be beautiful. And if you are still there, check out the Cosmic Closet, y'all. All right, they're right at 3rd and Church Street in Nashville. Tell them Archer sent you over, okay? And I'll be seeing you guys all again really soon. I have a feeling I'll be back there sooner than I've told anybody about already. High Priestess, only my hairdresser knows for sure. And I really got to actually go see one because this is getting long. Oh my goodness. And I just got a cut not too long ago. It goes so fast. But anyhow, thank you guys for everyone for being here. And remember too, these readings will resonate to any placements in your charts because you are not just your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. All the parts of your charts are what makes you 1 in a billion. Remember, nobody can ever do what you do. Always remember that. All right? God, thank you for the messages we got for everyone. As always, we ask for continued protection, direction. Keep everyone here in the family safe from juju, evil eye, bad magic, bad spell work. And please bring in the most positivity, abundance, and love for everyone here involved. All right? And keep them protected. Amen. Please and thank you. Amen. All right, guys. We did it. I'm on my way out of here. Stay tuned to the channel. Please subscribe. See you for the live reading starting tomorrow, the collab with Frankie on Sunday, and even more. Feel free to page of swords all over the channel. Hang out and be a part of the fam. Mac, Melissa, all the mod squads, thank you for everything you did. And thank you to you for being here and being a part of this. This spinny hug's for you personally. All right, the one staring at the screen right now. I love you. Thank you so much. And until next time, I'll see you then. Peace and love.